thought we would run the camera, do a live stream, and work at the same time. We are putting in this Tech Van duck liner, which is oh, there's my live duck liner, which is so yeah, anyway, right now we're putting in the Tech Van duck liner, which is pretty awesome. I'd like to get this job finished here today. That way we can move on to the next stage. Stuff's pretty easy to work with though. I'm really happy with it. What's up, guys? Should get myself a better blade than this one. I'm using just the little hand blade. I'm gonna cut myself. Don't do that on the live stream, Chrome. All right, guys, I'm gonna pull up my chat here so I can see you guys. It's gonna be hard to do this conversation thing when I'm wearing my regular glasses, because normally I wear my reading glasses for this stuff. All right. Sorry, guys, give me a sec. I feel like such an old man reading out of the bottom side of my glasses. Someone's like, that was a sexy cut. That's hilarious. So, yeah. You know what I find I do in this van? I find I naturally try to crouch for no reason. I don't have to crouch in this van. I find I'm always kind of watching my head. I'm just so used to my van. All right. Pieces cut here. That should be enough to get us started. Bring you guys back here. We'll hang out and chat for a minute. What's wrong with my live stream? Are we good? Hold on, guys. Give me a sec. Hopefully this doesn't cut out the live stream. Fingers crossed. Are we good? Sorry, I don't know what happened there. I'm having maybe it's my laptop. Oh, it's my laptop. Never mind. We're good. I was frozen on my laptop. I'm like, what's happening? How come no live stream? Are we live? My laptop's just sitting frozen. Look it. It's just sitting there. Oh, it is. Never mind. Chrome's having difficulties today. It's me. Shut up, Chrome. I can hear myself talking over there. Oh, it's so cool. Yes, Joseph Keller, we are in. Is that Keller? We are definitely live right now, that's for sure. So I got a lot of work to do inside of this thing, and I've been noticing that over the last stack of videos, there has been a lot of questions about why I'm not doing this, not doing that, not doing this. So many people have popped into my having coffee this morning, and someone's like, I'm confused. And another one's like, I'm confused. I'm confused. Why are you not doing this? So one of the questions that came up is, why am I not putting more windows inside of this thing? Like actual legitimate full-blown windows. Because of all the years that I've lived in my van, I have learned that privacy is super, super important. And I actually have more windows in this thing than my van has. So I have no windows in my van. Zero. The only windows I have is my one little bunk window on the side. That's it. I have no side windows, no back windows. And it's really nice in those times, because then you got privacy when you're inside without worrying about any light leaking out or anything like that. I don't know. I've always enjoyed that. So here, no, we're not putting windows in the back because I like the privacy when I'm in bed to worry about foggy back windows or, you know, anything like that. So definitely no. We are putting 2 bump outs here. So the Van Speed capsules will be going in here, extending this by, I think it's 5 inches on one side, 3 inches on the other. It's a huge amount of space. But there will be a bunk window in here, the same size as the one I have in my van. It's about yay big, yay tall. And a bunk window on that side. Both will be openable, allowing light to come in, and also lots of fresh air. So which means when my roof vent is on and it's pulling air outwards, it'll pull in over my feet and over my head, keeping me nice and cool, which is beautiful. But we're not doing anything at all up here. No window, and no window. Why? Because I don't think I really want a window in my kitchen. Sure, it would be cool, but ideally your kitchen covers the bottom quarter of that window. Like your kitchen height is here. So anytime you put a kitchen counter, you always have that, you have this gap here that stuff's gonna fall down. I've seen so many Sprinter builds because you're standing here, so your kitchen needs to be about waist height, which is there. What do? You fill that gap and then have a top piece of a window. I don't think having that is important. And plus, it's another thing to seal off every single night when you go to bed. That's more window covers than you're gonna need. You got to cover there, cover back windows, cover that window, cover the front windows. Yeah, so we're not doing any more windows in here. We have that big bay window in the sliding door, and that's a huge window. So I might put, maybe not out the gate, but they do make a window that you can put into that slider. So when it shuts, it's got a little mini window in there that pops open, allowing more fresh air to come in, which I think in due time, if I feel like I need it, I will add it. Those windows aren't cheap, so I don't see it being a necessity right out the gate. So yeah, as for that, you know, no windows. I prefer to have a little bit of privacy back here. Besides those windows, as soon as you put in a window, you add more noise to your home. And for me, doing voiceovers, making videos, if I'm parked somewhere by a busy highway or something, and I'm doing voiceovers, creating a video for you guys, you're gonna hear this boom, 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 because those windows won't block out squat. Everything comes in that way. So this allows me to have a bit more privacy, allows me to be a bit more noisier inside of my van without worrying about anybody being nosy on the outside. So yeah, anyway guys, I'm answering a question that wasn't even in today's live stream. This is just something that popped up in my video from yesterday. What's up, Lauren P? Did I give up beer? I haven't seen you drink beer. So I haven't given up beer. I just haven't been drinking at all these days. I mean, I have been, but very, very seldom. Like I had a beer at the shop here the other night. If we go out to eat at the brewery, of course I'm going to have a beer at the brewery, have a beer with dinner. I went out for lunch with my buddy Jasper the other day and we had a beer with lunch. So I haven't given up on beer. I just haven't been, you know, I used to just work around my shop every night and drink a couple of beers every single day. That was just a thing that we always did. And now I haven't been. I've been honestly, believe it or not, reaching for like a Diet Coke, or right now we have a Gatorade on the counter here. But yeah, I don't know why. I've just been easing up on that. I love the new van. Can't wait for it to be finished. Oh, me either. But this is going to be quite a big process, I think. Someone in here for a super chat. Super good. Mike, thank you. Webasto heater in the gas tank for the build. Absolutely. We will be doing a Webasto diesel heater in here. And because this is a larger rig, I will probably go with a 4 kilowatt, which is the Webasto Airtop Evo 40. That'll probably be what will be installed in here because it's a lot more volume to heat in here. So we'll definitely be going with the bigger Webasto heater for sure. I appreciate the super chat, Mike. That's rad. Chromie, you worried about the new van's weight? No, because we get a chance this time to build this thing with weight in mind, you know, because when I built my van, we just threw in these cabinets that are like 3/4 inch plywood, you know, like, well, sorry, not plywood, Baltic birch, like 3/4 inch Baltic birch went in some places, 5/8 Baltic birch in others, and it was just heavy. We didn't think about that stuff when we built mine like 7 years ago, 6 years ago, whatever that was. We never really had weight in mind, so anytime we did something like the pull-out drawer had full, huge metal construction, like you could fit like 4 people on top of that thing. The drawer slides are only good for 400, but the actual structure, we could put an elephant on that thing for sure. But we didn't think about weight when it came to building my current van. And that's where this thing changes, because now weight is a major factor in this build. So when we do stuff at Overland Interiors, we're definitely going to be doing a lot of honeycomb behind all the wood, taking out as much of the weight as we can, yet keeping the rigidity and the structure of the actual van build itself. So if you don't know, I'm trying to find some here what's got honeycomb on it. Aw, Kim Jones, thank you for that. Aw, so good. New van build funds, let's go. Kim, you are absolutely awesome, and I really, really appreciate that. And I know some of you guys look around here, go, he just got a Sprinter. He can afford a build. Oh my gosh, you guys, have you all seen the bank account right now? Oh my gosh. It's rough, guys. It's rough. Starting the new business here, out of my savings that I saved from not paying rent, it has wiped me clear. It's been... Amanda will vouch for that. She sees my bank accounts. Dude, it's been quite the adventure this last little while. It's been a blast. So Kim Jones, very, very much appreciated. We already have a van build fund started here, so we're going to do this step by step, piece by piece. I was originally thinking about going to Overland Interiors in May, but I don't think I can afford to go there in May, so we have moved the van build to September. That'll give me a little bit more time to add some of the luxuries that I want to put in this thing, because at the end of that day, every time you do something on something like this, there's another $5,000. So if I do a rooftop air conditioning unit, that's $5,000, period. Simple as that. And if I decide to do heated floors, $5,000. So I don't want to cheap out on this build. I don't want to rush it too fast and then get everything all in here and wish that I would have put heated floors in here. I know that is a crazy luxury to have, but I have one time to do this. Because if I put a floor in here, build my home on top of it, adding heat to the floor is not an option at all. So I really got to think of these things right now before we go too fast on everything. So what I'm doing in my build right now is all the affordable stuff first, like stuff like using the Tech Van duct liner, which is super rad, by the way. That's what we're doing in today's video here. We'll throw up some insulation here. We'll sit and hang out and we'll chat and we'll throw some things on the wall. But I'm doing the affordable stuff now, like insulation, and then probably do a roof vent, ponder the air conditioner if we're gonna go that route or not. I do have a bunch of friends that have air conditioners and they absolutely love them and are cheerleaders for them all day. They're like, Chrome, don't be stupid, get one. If you don't get one, make sure you leave room up there for one. So the good thing about those 12-volt rooftop air conditioners is they take up the same hole as your standard 14 by 14 roof vent. So it's not like you're cutting a bigger, unique hole that only fits that if you take the AC out, you can never fill that hole with anything. They're actually made on the standard roof vent 14 by 14 hole, which means you could throw a roof vent back there, leave enough space on the roof that if you were to decide to add a thing later, you could. The only thing I got to keep in mind with that is if I ever think about putting AC, I need to rerun all the wires up there for the AC, so when that time comes, it's already wired and ready to go. So these are some things that I really, really need to start thinking about and planning out, because as we move forward here, my gosh, this is a bit of an overwhelming build, let me tell you. I would tell you guys, if you're gonna build a camper van and you're in something small like a Chevy Express or a Ford Econoline or a minivan, y'all got it way easier Just like me, when I built mine, so much easier, less thinking, less whatever. But when you have a rig this big, you say you're building out a ProMaster, a Transit, or a Mercedes, holy crap, boy, do you got some things to think about for sure. Because the options you have in a rig this big are insane. Unless you have a stand-up Ford Econoline too, then I guess the same things apply. But there's so many more toys available for these things than there is for the Fords. Okay, I got to catch up on some super chats here. I see them popping in here. Thank you guys. Let me bounce through these. Brendan, thanks for the super chat. Future shop edit bay idea. Cut a junker Econoline in half and install it inside the shop with your desk computer. I love that idea. So we actually talked about, because Daryl, the guy that works for me now, Daryl's a fabricator. So we actually talked about building a DJ booth out of a van for upstairs. So like the whole front end would be so sick. Like maybe like an older Ford Econoline, super cool. Rob, help you get on your way. Oh, thank you. Sorry, I read that wrong. Rob, thank you very much for that. Heather, thank you for the super chat, Heather. She didn't want to say anything. I appreciate it. Mike on the super chat challenge. Let's raise some money for the rooftop AC unit for Cruise in this live stream. Mike, that's super, super sweet of you. And yeah, Cruise would be the #1 reason why I would get an air conditioner. There has only been a handful of times on my travels where I really honestly felt like I don't want to travel in the summer anymore. And you guys heard me say that last year. When you get hot and traveling in a van, it's the worst time of the year to travel. And I've repeated that so many times that summer travels are the worst. I would rather travel in the winter because it's easier to heat the van than it is to cool it. But I would get an AC for Cruise as a main thing. Me, I just tap out on summer travels, but the dog definitely sometimes if you're having one, you really got to think about that stuff because it gets dangerously uncomfortable for a bulldog. Alan on the one of my YouTube members, much love Chrome, so very excited for this build. This is going to be amazing year for you and with a new van and launching van toys. Oh man, I am so super excited. And I think I've caught up. I got oh, Adam, what's up, buddy? Adam, we need Chrome and Cruise plushies. I love that idea too, by the way. I don't know about doing a Chrome one, but definitely a Cruise one. I can make that happen for sure. Nina, the Mystic Truther, greetings from Maple Ridge. I love the new van. Thank you. Nice to have you on the stream here today. Did I miss any more? All right, we're all caught up, I think. Oh, maybe we're not all caught up. Oh, you guys are so, so sweet. Jim gifted 5 YouTube memberships, which was given out to Desert Fox, Kevin, Brian from Boise, Kent, and Wishful Win. Welcome to YouTube memberships, you guys, and thank you for sending through that gift. That was awesome. Nina the Truther, thank you again for that. Diggers Custom Coach, welcome to YouTube memberships. I see you just joined. Super rad. Anja, is it Anja? Thank you. Man, you guys are so, so sweet today. I love you guys. Robert, I hope this helps. I hope your Van Toys business gets in gear. Thank you for being you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Our Van Toys store should be open on February 1st. At least that's the plan anyway. Paul, I just placed an order for a couple of long sleeve shirts. I need them tomorrow. Mandy. Amanda's not in, so maybe I will press your shirts tomorrow. Amanda's at home right now working on, it's tax season here, so she's also my bookkeeper. That's how Amanda started. She started as my bookkeeper and now has become the queen of all around here. So, she's at home right now, so maybe I will be the one making your shirts. Wish me damn luck. Brandy's Lake Life. Hey, welcome to the stream. I love watching your channel. I've been missing you not uploading. So what's been going on around here is I've been so busy doing shop stuff and I was hoping not to put too much shop stuff on this channel anymore because I was going to put all that stuff on a new channel, but I haven't had time to start the new channel yet, so soon. So that's what I was going to do, because there's days that I just don't want to share what I'm doing here because I don't think it's relevant to my channel of me running around doing business stuff for Van Toys. So I was thinking on those days I would just film all that stuff and throw it on the Van Toys channel, and those who are interested can go over there, because the channel wouldn't be a vlog of my personal life. It would just be a behind the scenes of a van life and overland shop. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be a story about me, where this channel is about me. So I do film things here that belong here, but I know there's a video coming out tomorrow that probably should be put on the other channel. But I just need to get around and start the other channel. It's coming, my friend. I was supposed to start that January 1st until we had a hiccup with the store, and then the store didn't launch January 1st. I'm hoping it launches February 1st. Please, please, please. Oh, someone from Mexico City. Van RB from Mexico City, what's up? Maybe you should get Amanda just to do the shirts. And then I'm going to need a bookkeeper then. That's Amanda's first and primary job here that I need her for. I need Amanda for numbers and books and technical behind the scenes shipping stuff on the website. That's my main need for her. If she got too busy doing that and then only had time to do shirts once a day, we'd have to hire, once a week, we'd have to hire somebody else to do shirts. But I don't think that backside of things with Amanda, someone else is capable of doing. Sorry, Amanda. You're stuck in the office. I know she's on this stream. When will your new van be done? 2026. Before, okay, maybe not before. But yeah, this one is, we're going to do as much progress as we can on it now. I'm hoping to have the insulation done soon, and then get a heater in here, and then I'd love to take the van out for a couple of weeks. I can't take the van out at all right now because my driveway's been all dug up. They're now putting down rock and stuff like that, trying to get my driveway finished. Then once the driveway's finished and paved, then I can take this thing out of here. Hopefully by that time everything will be ready for a heater to be put in, and we can go live in this van for a little bit and go explore and get used to the space kind of thing. Like, do what I've always said on this channel. Go live in it before you build it. Get to know your space before you make mistakes in your van build. So we're definitely going to be doing that here once it's insulated, because I hear we got snow in the forecast here. Snow here might only last a couple days or a week, and then winter's over for good. Push pack, status of the ambulance. Rumor has a push pack that you're going to buy my ambulance. If you want it, it's for sale. Status of the ambulance is, we'll get to it when we get to it. It's a project that I would love to continue to see put through, but here's my view. I know there was a time a year ago or more that I said that will probably be my next home. And then you start having problems with my current home. You got engine issues. You got things that just, they're old. They've been through 400,000 kilometers on my van, and things just aren't like they used to be. Like, things get worn out, and you know what I mean? Then I start thinking about the ambulance that has 1 million kilometers on it, on an engine that I know nothing about. Sure, it doesn't even run right now. I was going to say, sure, it runs, but I'm like, it doesn't even run right now. So then I started thinking about that we put in all this money into that thing, and I hit the road, engine packs it in. Who knows? Who knows? It's got 1 million kilometers on the body of that thing, so anything could pack it in at any time. And my thought was, I don't want to put all this money into something that could leave me stranded. That's where this came in. The thought of having something to stand up in. Just like the ambulance, I'd be limited on where I could go. That's the problem with a high top. You get limited on the trails because the trails grow inwards, and you're never going to get the high top in there, or it's too long to get in a certain area, or the ambulance being too wide to get down some trails. You've got some trade-offs. So I figured if I'm going to pour money into something, I might as well pour money into something that's got a 5-year warranty and 300 kilometers on the dash. There's 300 or there's 90? I think there's 150 kilometers on it right now. 150K. Yeah, I have lots of time in this thing before we have that headache that thing will probably give me in the first year. You know what I mean? That's why I didn't go all in on the ambulance right now. As soon as it just started, like what killed my excitement for it is when it just doesn't run. Like I start driving it, it stalls. I'm like, screw this. If it's already doing this after we already did a whole pile, we did a bunch of engine work on that thing. Now it stalls. You hit the gas, stalls. I'm like, what the hell? And we can't figure out where and how and why, or Daryl's going to troubleshoot all that. But after all that work was done, I'm back with a van that doesn't run whatsoever. So that's where my spark for building that thing hit the shitter. Make sense? Pretty sure. You know what I mean? I got that same thought as I had with my van. I'm sick of throwing money at something that might end up just being a toilet in the end. Maybe. But would I like to finish that van? Yeah, because it is badass. I would definitely like to fix up the engine, get all that stuff finished up, find out why it's not running right, and then build it out, because I think that would be a rad vehicle for my Van Toys store. Put the Van Toys Overland Gear logos all over it, and that becomes a super rad showpiece at all the Overland event expos and whatnot. You know what I mean? Use money from the ambo to fit out your new Sprinter. Honestly, if someone gave me the right price for that ambulance, peace out. Sold right now. I would definitely let it go. Mike Allen said, you had brand new Gucci glasses on last week. What happened to those? So the glasses I wear all the time are these ones. These ones are Dolce & Gabbana. It's usually these ones or the Ray-Ban ones. But Cruz chewed my glasses. I fell asleep on the floor beside him the other week, and my glasses were on the ground. Cruzy chewed them right up, chewed all this stuff to pieces, but the lenses were okay. So I went into Costco, grabbed myself some new frames, popped those other lenses into the glasses, and now I got these ones back. The Gucci ones were a backup pair of glasses that I have, and they're okay. They're too small on the face. I do enjoy the look of them, but the frames were cheap. These were about the same price. I think the frames were like $150 or something like that on those. And yeah, they're okay. I have backups. When I buy things, because I'm rough with things, I always buy two. So when I buy glasses, I never buy one pair. I always buy two pairs for those reasons. Cruzy likes to chew on things sometimes. How's the shop truck? The shop van? It's okay. You want to buy a shop van? I'll sell it. Everything's for sale. Jared said you can get a 150,000 kilometer engine around $1,300. So that thing's got a 7.3 liter diesel that we just finished putting probably $5,000 or more worth of work into it, and it doesn't run. So I'm not pulling that engine out of there. We're going to do something with it. Tammy, thank you for gifting a membership. I was gifted to Robert. Tammy, that was really sweet of you. Chris is lucky, he's so cute. How much do you want for the ambulance? I paid $15,000 for that ambulance. It from the story that I got, the engine only has 250,000 kilometers on it. It has a 4x4 conversion on it because ambulances don't come 4x4. That's where the dollar value in the price came from. So 15 grand is what I paid for it. If someone gave me around that ballpark, peace out. Come get it. I wouldn't question letting that thing go. As much as I don't want to, because it would break my heart to see somebody drive by me with that thing fully done. It would kill me. But maybe, if the price was right. Like, I love that thing. There's no reason to get rid of it. I love it. I think it would be such a rad rig when it's finished. But I bought that thing many years ago now. What? How long have I had that thing? 3 years? And it's still just sitting there? I wanted to, guys. I really, really wanted to. Yikes, $5,000 for an engine that doesn't run. Yeah, so like the expensive part is like all the injectors were done in there. A bunch of new parts were put on the outside. I think it was new alternators, all the new power steering pumps, all that stuff is all brand new on the front of that thing. Like we didn't bolt any used stuff back on it. So we didn't crack the engine and open the engine because it wasn't doing anything prior to make us think that we should. But now I wish we would have cracked that engine open and rebuilt the entire thing, put it all back in, brand spanking new, and we didn't. And looking back at it, I kind of wish we did. I'm supposed to be working inside here today. That was my plan. And here we are just shooting the shit. How much did I pay for the new van? So the Sprinter van was $120,000. Hold on, guys. I gotta. Oh, I'm at it. I missed a super chat. Oh, I did. Sorry. Thanks, Amanda. Relevant Traveler says, can't wait to see what Andy has in mind for you. Oh, yeah. Me and Andy were talking. We're really, really excited about it. Sorry for missing your super chat. Amanda, thanks for keeping me in check. I lost what I was saying. Oh, yeah. So someone asked me the cost of the Sprinter van. The Sprinter van closed in taxes and everything included was $120,000. Canadian. So if you flip that into American, that's probably $80,000. Hey Siri, what is 120,000 CAD in USD? That's $83,000 USD. That's crazy though. That 83,000 in the US is 120,000 here. Crazy. Our dollar is shit right now. And no, I did not buy it outright. We financed it through the company because technically this is a company van because we make videos in it. So it was done as a business. It's done through the business. So we pay monthly for it. Chrome, where did I say that? Chrome important. Chrome important. Don't forget to put the exterior black. Don't forget to pull the exterior black trim off and reseal it. Yeah. So what they were saying in that one there too. So a lot of people have been telling me, and trust me guys, I've heard this 100 times. Down at the bottom here, there is, let me flip this around. There is some pins along there. Those pins are what hold in the nice pretty black trim piece along the outside. I heard recently from somebody who has a newer Sprinter that they changed that pin in these years here. The brand new ones have a different pin. Those don't pull in water whatsoever. The last ones were prone to leak and bring in rust. They say that has now been fixed. So I won't be insulating over that. We're going to leave that bottom side open because if they were to leak, I'd rather know that the water is getting out of here. And if you put insulation over it, the insulation is going to get wet, stay wet, and rot. So a lot of people say just to throw a little bit of silicone over here just to kind of seal that area up. We'll see what I'm going to do when that time comes. But yeah, they say that's an area where Mercedes can rust is usually just from those pinholes. But it's cool that these don't go right down into the bottom. Like that cavity doesn't go right down to the complete bottom. Like there's a barrier on it. So when it comes to dropping screws and stuff, there's a low chance that they're going to go right down into the bottom of the rocker panel. But I've heard that many, many times. Chrome, where's Cruzy? Cruzy is upstairs right now. Sometimes when we're in the shop making noise and stuff, he usually goes, see you later, Chrome. I'm going to go hang out upstairs, Dad. That Sprinter van looks like it can haul an ATV. Yes, this thing actually has quite the towing capacity. So 100%. And that's the fun part about having a rig this big and something with the towing capacity that this thing has. Once we get all the suspension work done, which will be done after the build goes in, because you can't do the suspension work before the build because everything will just be sitting too high because it's meant to take on the weight. So we'll do the build first. Once it comes back from the build is when it'll get the suspension lift kit, bigger wheels, and big chunky tires on here. And have Having this thing will also allow me to tow an ATV or 2 ATVs and a super rad little trailer. So if I were to ever want to go explore way out in the backcountry where this thing can't get, towing the little ATVs back there will get me everywhere that I need, which is pretty rad. And a big TV too. We could do that. Big huge TV up here right above the bed. That's possible. It's one thing about having a rig like this, like the opportunities in here to build a legitimate home is huge. And I want to address something. I've seen so many people on my channel going, oh great, this is it. You know, Chrome's lied to us over all these years about, oh, he was okay with the low roof van. He was okay for being on his knees. Now he's preaching another tune. Well, look, let me tell you, I love my low roof van. My Ford Econoline van out there is gonna get me places that this thing will never, ever go. And the sacrifice of being on your knees to get in those places is definitely worth it sometimes. So let me explain it this way. I have never known anything different than low roof van life. That's all I've ever known. From the very beginning, I've been on my knees from the get-go, right out the gate. And I've never known what it's like to have a high top van. I was also not in the financial position when I started my van life being broke to get into anything. I financed my van on a super high interest loan and I was like 20% interest, something stupid. It was retarded. It was brutal. So I did that one on the cheap and it's all you know. And I've kept it for all these years. Now I've got the chance to experience something a little bit bigger. Of course, my tune is going to change. When you have access to it and you get to start to realize that, holy crap, my van's a little bit bigger. I can stand up now. The benefit of being able to sit upright. I can't do this in my van. I'm upright. I can't do this. In my van, I got to sit slightly slouched because my head hits. So for all the people that say that Chrome's changing his tune, I have not a bad thing to say about a low roof van. I think if you want to fit in the trail out there, a low roof van is 100% the way to go. If you want to get down to those gnarly trails, do not buy a Sprinter. Don't do it because you're never going to get there. Me, now, I got the benefit of having my low roof van, which I can go take on the trail and beat the shit out of. And I have a nice big fancy home that I can get out to all the nice good areas, just not down the gnarly ones that beat my home to pieces all the time. I love that part. I love the part of branches going all down the side because I have a van that I can do that in. So there's two sides you got to think about it. I mean, me now, think I have 2 vans. 2. I didn't trade in my low roof van life for this. This will be my regular full-time home for probably 90% of my life. And then when I want to go beat the shit out of something and not care, I'm going to take my home that's parked outside and we're going to hit those overland trails that this could never go on. Like I may take the Ford Econoline van for some of my crazy trips that I know we're going to do some big high mountain gnarly trails. The Ford will go for that, not this one. So I got 2. So now I got best of both worlds. So for anybody who said I've been talking shit about low roof, wrong. Sorry, that was a bit of a rant. Don't scratch that blue paint up. I'll tell you one thing. I used to joke with people all the time. I know it's just a joke. It's a joke on my channel all the time. I'm like, these Sprinter vans never take their vans anywhere. And then Living the Van Life came out and started taking a Sprinter van somewhere. Now I shut up. I shut up. Because every time I see a fully kitted out Sprinter, they never get them dirty. They're just perfect. But now that I have one and I realize, oh shit, when you spend this kind of money on something, it's going to be hard to wedge it down that narrow trail and hear the branches go straight down a $100,000 van. I'm going to be like, tears running down my face while I'm going down the backcountry. I'm like, this is fun. No, it's fun. 100% for sure. It is going to be hard the first time that happens. A little dramatic. Ooh, someone deleted a message. What'd they say? You buy into all this bullshit? Some guy named JJJ said, you buy into all this bullshit? Glad you're having a good day. See you later. Whoa. Hit the wrong button. Hold on. Where does comment go? See you later, JJJ. Where's the button? Put in timeout. Hide user from channel. Peace out, bro. How much roughly to convert the van? Oh, gosh. A lot. So converting anything, when you're doing a professional build, you have a huge amount of bills coming your way. Doing a small Ford Econoline van, like, it's so much more affordable to live in a smaller vehicle. I will put it that way for sure. So if I were to build out another van just like mine, I could buy a Ford Econoline kit made by Overland Interiors. That's probably, I don't know, Andy doesn't have them online yet. So say the kits are $9,000. You have a full-blown kit, all your cabinets, your bed, your upper cabinets, your kitchen. Say it's $9,000. You buy a kit for $9,000, right? It's there sitting on the floor. All you got to do is insulate the walls, put up a couple of $40 wall panels from Home Depot, maybe $100 worth of insulation, say $200. Shit, just go all out, say $350 for the insulation. Then another $100 for the walls, there's $450. Then a $9,000 kit from Andy goes in, you're at $10K, boom, your van's done. Throw a battery in there and some little light switches, van build over, and a cooler for $30. You're living in a fully converted, beautiful van. Sure, spend $12,000 and then you can have a bit more luxuries, like some nice lights everywhere, but still doing a professional build, you know, on your own, not taking it to a van builder. We're talking like buying a kit that you install yourself. Sure, you can buy it with minimal work and get on the road for $12K, $15K if you go big on your electrical. Electrical's expensive. But if you're taking it into a van builder to get them to custom build you a van, oh gosh, it's a lot. Like you're seriously looking at a very, very expensive build. So what's this build gonna cost? Like I said, we're $300 in sound deadening, probably $500 worth of this stuff, which is the Tech Van duct liner. So we're at $800 so far into this build already, plus the pods that are coming. Those pods are in Canadian dollars about $3,000. You can obviously in the USA they're so much cheaper. Remember our prices up here are bonkers, but you're looking at like a couple thousand, like $2,500 for your pods. For me about $3,000, and then you've got your bunk windows to add to them. You're looking at a few $100 a piece for those. And then you've got the inserts that go into them, which are $1,000. It adds up fast. And then you have a $300 roof vent and a $6,000 thing. Add that up. And you haven't even put walls in yet. Or a floor. It's going to be a lot. I guarantee you by the time this build's done, I'm not even going to say it. I don't even want to think about it. That's why we're going to take this week by week, month by month, and slowly start putting money away. Because that's what I need to do right now. I need to go back and start making videos like we used to make videos all the time. I know I've been slacking so much over this last month, but yeah, we need to get back to doing some regular uploading. That way we can start generating some money because I rely on YouTube ad revenue to pay for my whole entire life. So without going to work, you don't get paid. So we're going to go back to filming some regular videos on here. That way we can start building out this van. So what I'm going to do is every YouTube payout that comes in, we're going to buy some more pieces for this thing. So I have February, March, April, May, June, July, August. I have 7 months to put enough money away to build this whole thing out. I know that's a long way away, but we have a lot of stuff to do between now and then. So the heated floors will probably end up going in, the heater, we'll go out and do some camping. Well, the heated floors won't be going in first. We'll put, oh shoot, it has to go in first. Oh, I never thought about that. So if we install a heater in here, we have to put a floor in here first, which means if we do heated floors, that's got to go in before the heater. Oh, crap. Because you know what I said to you guys? I wanted to insulate it, put a heater in here, and then hit the road for a little bit. Go do some traveling in this thing, and not traveling, but go do some living in this thing. But we need to put a freaking heated floor in here first if we decide to go that route. gosh, man. All right, 1 second. I gotta grab something to drink. I forgot about that. Damn it. Yeah. Building a van, you guys, it's not cheap. Krusty, thank you so much for that. Updates on the vasectomy recovery. I'm scheduled in March. Do it. Yeah, I was okay. Honestly, the vasectomy surgery was like snip, snip, gone. Like the doctor literally walked in the room and like they're making money. Like they're making money like crazy. The guy walks in the room and goes, "Hey, Chrome, how you doing? Am I good?" Does my thing. The nurse already had me all prepped up. Comes in there, does my thing. He's like, "Yeah, cool. So what do you do?" I'm like, "I'm a YouTuber." "Oh yeah, cool. What do you film?" I'm like, "Oh, I live in a van full time." And he's a cool. He goes, "You're making a video today?" I'm like, "I actually filmed coming in here." He's like, "Oh yeah, cool." He goes, "Well, you should have let us know, and we could have done something to help your content out today." I'm like, "Oh," and as I was reaching over for my camera, he's like, "Okay, we're all done." Literally that length of that conversation. Snip, snip. No more babies. It was quick. And the recovery time was a little bit longer than I expected, but it wasn't bad. I know people on here don't care, but a lot of people are like, "Dude, Chrome, you seriously talking about your balls? It's Sunday, bro." Oh, jeez. So yeah, it was pretty good, but it was tender for probably a couple of months. Oh, I missed Michael's super chat. Thank you, guys. Michael, how I see it. For a cup of coffee for yourself and Amanda. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Michael. Hi, Crown. I like the new van. Crown? My name's Chrome. Crown's cool, though. That'd have been a cool name. Crown. My name is Crown. Royalty. Too much information, Chrome. Somebody asked. You ask, I'm going to answer. Am I going to up the security in the van? Yes, absolutely. So that's where, these are one of the reasons why I delayed getting taking this thing out to Ontario. So instead of taking it out in May, I'm going to take it out in September. Because as I start thinking about what I want to do in my dream home, like I've got this incredible new rig, I want to do everything right. So some things that have come up, I'm like, imagine being at a restaurant and it's a warmer day, your dog's in the van, and you just want to check on them. I want to pull up my phone, tap something, and go, "Oh, it's 16 degrees Celsius inside of my van. My battery capacity is at 85%. And let me tap the camera. Aw, there's Cruzy sleeping on the bed." I want that. I want to be able to be somewhere and know and see what's going on around my home. Because ideally, my home is here. You know, I'm not throwing in some weekend camping stuff and I'm out the door. Everything I have that means the most to me is inside of this thing. My camera, my editing bag, my DJ stuff, my music, all the things that I love in my life that I don't want to lose. I want to make sure that I can see it at all times on my phone, no matter where I am. And think about how nice that would be to be able to check my front camera, my side cameras, my back camera, my inside cameras. Maybe I got one in the bed area. That way I can see if Cruz is on the bed. Maybe one that's low so I can make sure I see everything on the floor. And be able to tap on something and check the temperature inside of my home. I want that stuff. And because if I want that stuff, I can't have it right away because I need to make money in order to buy those things. So we've put off Overland Interiors until September so I can work hard and, well, hopefully have those kind of luxuries. Because you know how cool that would be to have a pet and be able to have that kind of security of it, you know? It's beautiful. Last Draken? Hey Chrome, are you going to apply an encapsulation paint? Oh yeah, on the outside. So, oh guys, hold on, guys, give me a sec. You didn't need to hear that. Am I going to apply an encapsulation paint on the outside of this thing like I did on my van? No. So I really like that paint. I think the paint is really awesome for a van like mine that gets wedged down the trail all the time and gets beat on. I think it's good, but I don't think I would do it. It's really hard to clean. And because this thing is big enough as it is, and it's going to be hard to get up top to clean things anyway, I don't want to make that process harder by putting that coating on this thing. And I really honestly don't think it's necessary on here. I think maybe when this van gets to a point way down the line that it may need some work on the exterior, maybe at that point. Maybe at that point when this thing stops becoming pretty 5 years down the line or so, and I feel like maybe now's the time to pull all my racks off of here, spray it up with that coating, put the racks back on, and then continue on. But I'm definitely not going to do that right out the beginning. It's pretty cool though, but definitely not at the beginning. Melissa, thank you, Melissa. That's so sweet. Melissa's like, hey, Chrome, huge congratulations on everything you've achieved. You've built something incredible, and it's inspiring to follow your journey. I really, really appreciate that. Thanks for all the positivity, creativity, and motivation you share. Keep being awesome. Don't let the sideways comments ruin your vibe. They never ruin my vibe. Those sideways comments motivate me. I always joke that this whole life I have of mine was built on the haters. Thanks for the views. Melissa, thank you for that. That was incredibly generous of you. Relevant Traveler, thank you for explaining the cost of a build-out. It mostly justifies the money of a big named RV company purchase. So here's my view on some things. So there's RV companies that manufacture RVs. And I've been inside of an RV builder in Abbotsford. And they have a huge RV place, but they also build RV camper vans. My suggestion, this is a suggestion from me, because I've been to these places and I've seen these places and I've seen so many vans up front, if you are going to get a van that's built, please buy it from a van building company, not an RV company that makes production model stuff and out the door, because a lot of those things are built to be on grid and plugged in. They don't really make them off grid friendly. That, and when you go to like a smaller builder, like, you know, like J5 Custom Vans or Vancity in Ontario there, you go to these guys, or Overland Interiors. Overland Interiors does cabinet work. He's not like an actual full-blown van builder. You're getting somebody who has tons of expertise and cares for their customers. I'm not saying those RV places don't, but a lot of those rigs are production. You know what I mean? So you get what I mean. You know how an RV is? Those things are just, there's nothing but problems with most people that buy an RV. They always seem to have issues. If you're looking for a camper van, get a builder to build it out for you, or buy one that was already built out. Buy a quality van builder. And be careful with that one too, because there's so many builders out there that are just saying that they're professional, but you're their second van. Don't do that. But yes, because like a lot of the guys, like I've seen what John at J5 Custom Vans can pull off, and it's incredibly beautiful. Well built, incredibly beautiful by somebody who has a passion for what he's doing. You know what I mean? I would say leave the RVs to the RV. Like the RVs, leave that to the RV dealer. Sorry to anybody that's on my channel that works at an RV dealer. Not bad. It's just my opinion. Yeah, because I ran into a subscriber a few years back in Chemainus, and they bought I can't remember what it was called. It was a ProMaster, some kind of a ProMaster RV. It was $350,000 or 300 grand. Or it was stupid. I'm like, you pay what? What is nuts? So like you're talking like buying a $300,000 conversion in a Dodge ProMaster of all things, $300K? Hell no. I don't give a crap what they did in there. Not $300K. Where I've seen van builds in Mercedes Sprinters from really high-end builders. Like there's a builder in Vancouver called Nomad Vans, and they make these $250,000 Mercedes Sprinter vans that are dialed to the nines with they look like limousine luxury inside. But if you're going to drop that kind of cash, you got that kind of cash, go to somebody like them who builds rad stuff, because those ones at the RV places are just cookie cutters. You know, y'all have the same home as 10 other vans out there. So yeah, I look up some of the big rigs that they make in these things. They're insane. And me and Amanda were talking about that the other day. about because she never understood. She's like, they want $250,000 for that. But now that she's starting to see this thing and what's going into it and how much all these things cost, it's easy to realize that, oh, $250,000 for that crazy jacked up Mercedes isn't that far off a reality, you know? Like, I thought it was insane. And someone just said right there, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. But if you look at it at the end of a day, it doesn't take long to buy a $120,000 van. And if I were to buy this one with all the luxuries, that would have been a $140,000 van. It doesn't take much to throw $100,000 in at a build, and you have a $250,000 van. Crazy. Doesn't take long. Is that Kaylee? Kaylee, thank you. Enjoy a coffee on me. Happy Sunday. Kaylee from Oregon. Thanks for being on the stream, Kaylee. I appreciate that. Whoo! I'm not going to read all these because there's tons of them. Someone just gifted a bunch of memberships. The Great Spoon just gifted 20 YouTube memberships. So what that means is you guys get access to my YouTube memberships, which I post, I say daily on there, but not all the time. Post little updates on what's going on over there. So you get a behind the scenes. I'll read some of them though. That was gifted to Michael, QPR, Retro Roams, Kodiak, Kaylee, Hazy Days, Pat, MC, and a bunch more. Guys, welcome to YouTube memberships, and thank you for gifting those, the Great Spoon. That was super, super generous of you. I love that stuff. My YouTube memberships is getting pretty big over there. It's actually bigger than what my Patreon was when I shut it down. Because I shut my Patreon down because I just didn't like the platform. Jilly Bear, happy to see you today. Keep doing you. Of course, Jilly Bear, of course. Always keep doing me. Am I missing any more here? Aw, super cool of you guys. Oh, Andy's in there. Happy Sunday, bro. We were just chatting about you. I don't know if you've been in here the old time. If you were, sorry, I didn't say that about you. I'm just joking, bro. Nothing but good vibes. Oh, sorry. You guys are chatting amongst each other. Andy. So check this out. I don't know if I showed you guys this on the last live stream. We've seen some really rad vans recently, and I came across this one. I still haven't decided what I wanted to do for a layout. Let me see if I can find this one. Conversations with Andy. By the way, Andy, that was his message to me this morning. He was having a morning beer and doing some work. Not really morning, Andy. That was sent at 11:30 your time. Now it's 11:30 my time. Andy's in Ontario, so he's hours behind. All right, hold on here. So I sent Andy a few pictures here. Like I really like the look of the lines and stuff like that. Like I'd like to do lighting like that on the top. I still haven't even decided what I wanted to do for a roof in here, but I do like that little sleek LED light strips sunken into the thing. And that was done by Vancity. You've heard me talk about these guys a few times on my channel. They've been a bundle of information for me. They text me all the time and just say, hey, Chrome, here's some suggestions for you. So they've been a bundle of knowledge. You guys will probably meet them when we go out to Ontario this year. But I sent this one to Andy. I don't know if I showed you guys this yet. This is so cool. Oh. Look at this thing. That's insane. And look at the stairwell going up to the bed. Oh, that kitchen's rad. I love that little curved out piece. But right here, I don't care about the shower. I'm not putting a shower there. But that steps going up into the bed. It's perfect for cruisy. Look at that. Let's go. But they have a rooftop tent up top there, which is pretty rad too. But I love that walkway up to the bed. So rad. Watch this video get flagged for copyright now that I just played that music. Damn it! Ah! You gotta remember those things as a YouTuber. The second you throw that in there, if YouTube catches that for copyright, this is no longer monetizable. Then the only money we make on the live stream would be from super chats Everything else, nothing. Please, no. I forgot about that. We've definitely had some ideas. I also sent him these ones here too. Andy just texted me and says, it's going to be way cooler than that van, I promise. So I sent him these ones too. Oh, that's Amanda. Wrong one, Andy. We just been bouncing back and forth a few ideas. See, I really like this one here too. I like the look of, I like all the design features there, and I really like the black on the wood, and I think I'd like to see some of that kind of stuff going on in my van where we have black, which kind of highlights the wood, but I like how that entrance piece is done there. It's just unique. I think it's pretty cool. And on the back, I love that. Like, I don't like the back doors. I think that's super cheese, but the actual build part on the inside, I think that is awesome. Can you imagine like that little piece there? Or whatever, this piece back here, and it pulls out, you know what I mean? Or something like that. Like, just, I don't know. I just thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I don't know. We've just been trying to like look at everybody's builds, come up with as many ideas as we can. So many options. I do like these ceilings though. I do like that look on a ceiling. I like the idea that the black really makes the wood pop out. You guys know me on how much black is so rad. People hate on the black so much, but then when I paint my shop in all this black and everybody's like, oh my God, so cool. Yeah, and I like to have some of that in the van too, just to kind of highlight other pieces and let the black just sit back a little bit and allow that wood to pop out or some of the design features just pop off that black background. Chip, do you have a house too? My house is parked outside. It's got 4 wheels on it. It's a 2004 Ford Econoline van. That's rusty. That's my home. No, I do not have a standard sticks and bricks. I do own a shop, which is my business that I have here. So, and I don't sleep in the shop. I do have a bed in my van outside, which is sometimes I sleep at the shop. Sometimes I do. But no traditional home. I wouldn't have everything I have in my life if I paid rent over the last 7 years. Heck no. And that's the dead truth. Like, honestly, guys, van life and all the hard work has provided me with everything. My new home, all this great big new shopping business is from saving rent. I'm a big believer in van life, man. It is the greatest thing I ever did. Did I decide what air conditioning unit to put in? So yeah, I'm looking at the Nomadic Cooling 12-volt air conditioner. I don't know if that's going to be the one, but that's the one that I'm looking at right now. It's a rooftop one, and it's relatively small comparatively. Like, it's smaller in height than an opened up max air fan, which is great. Joseph watching me from Europe. Welcome to the stream. Greetings from El Paso. Groma, am I getting a tax rebate? Probably not. They give me money? Since when? They don't give me money. I wish they gave me money. Government hasn't given me squat. They take money. Christian in Arizona says, I bet you mine's rustier than yours. Challenge accepted. So, want to put some money on the table for this? Huh? Let's do it. Let's do it. I guarantee you mine's got more to the core than yours does. Look at me putting bets down. We'll put 20 bucks down. 20 bucks. Let's do a bet. Who's got the rustier van? Mine may not look rusty outside, but if you took that little rubberized coating on mine and pushed it a little bit in some spots, you hear it go. It's because that rubberized coating is literally holding the bottom half of my van together. If that coating was not there, it would have fallen out already. That coating has saved the visual part of that van in a major way. Jimmy says, 51st state, not looking so bad, huh? I wouldn't care. Look, I mean, I'm not into politics, nor do I give a crap. But if they wanted to make us America, give her. The good thing about that was I would never have to fuss about going and bringing stuff from Welltech Designs to my van toy shop here so we could sell stuff here because there'd be no border bullshit. We could just drive down and go get it. Let's go. I wouldn't care. No big deal to me. Andy said, just ask. Hold on a second. Just asked AI. Whoo! Yeah, Andy, let's go. Let's go. Check that out. Let's go, Andy, baby, let's go. I love that upper cabinet. Look. Whoo! Beautiful. All the high-tech screens in there. Let's go, bro. See, I like that, Andy. I like that little, you know, I don't want too much curvy in there, but just something a little bit here and there to make things kind of pop a bit, you know? Dude, this is so sick, bro. But I do like that curve on the doors, though. I think that looks pretty sick. Oh, it's got the rolling door, Andy. You see that down there? It's got the rolling door. You know how you did on that bread maker thing you showed? On that bread, the loaf of bread thing? Sick, dude. That is so sick. Let's go. Someone just said that looks expensive. Really, ideally, if you look at it, it's wood and LED lighting and one of your best bros with the CNC wood shop. We make it happen. We'll make it happen. But yeah, if you walked into a van builder and said, hey, can you make that? You're dropping 100K. Today. Andy just said, I make weird shit. Andy's very artistic. Like, his mind is not... That's why I like Andy. Andy's like, for one, greatest things I like about Andy is he's a hard-ass worker. He's like me. He'll work like 4 a.m. till midnight every day and not give a crap. That's who he is. I love that. But Andy doesn't think... There's no box around his thoughts. You know what I mean? Where some people you go with somebody like, no, that's not going to work. No, you know, they're boxed in there, and this is what I do, and that's it. Going to do something different, there's no box around that boy. Oh, man, he's like, I'm missing something too. Sorry, guys, missing super chats. Missing something? Hold on. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Amanda. Michael says, any news on Jeffy Bear? Yeah, last I heard, Jeffy was out of the hospital and things are doing a bit better. He's back living inside the house. He's not inside of his van right now, that he's living inside of his house. He's got his own YouTube channel, guys. It's Jeffy Bear. Pop over there. He'll give you guys lots of updates. But no, I haven't talked to Jeff at all since he was in the hospital. Jimmy says, Andy's a builder boss. You bet he is. James says, I wish I could win the lottery, then I could get a van like yours and make it look really cool. James, honestly, let me see your picture. You look, where is that? You look pretty young. Took me 7 years to get here. That's it, 7 years. Go get yourself a piece of crap little van, stop paying rent for 7 years, work your damn face off day and night, take 0 days off. That's what I did for 7 years. Just grind, and you can have a van like this one and build something great out of it without paying rent. Trust me. I mean, James, if you were 65, I'd be preaching a different story, but you're looking pretty young there, bro, so just get to work. That's my motto. Just get to work. Aw, Danica. She's coming to the island February 18th to 23rd. Aw. Oh, hell yeah, kid. It's all right. I'll take a moment here. Daughter's important. I'm on a live stream right now. Haha. I fucking love you, kid. You damn right. Sometimes an F-bomb is just needed. And drop a handful of hearts. Sometimes in life, an F-bomb just adds that little bit of to what you're saying, you know? And there's a difference between I love you, kid, and I fucking love you, kid. There's a huge difference. This is the first time I've dropped an F-bomb in a live stream, I think. No, I lied. I think I said that to William, too. Bye, William. Matt. Hello from San Antonio, Texas. Love the channel. Keep it up, bro. Thank you, Matt. I really appreciate that. Sal, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Phoenix Adventures, thank you for teaching me how to van build. I'm rebuilding my Chevy Express motor. Good luck. Dude, motor stuff is, I've had enough. I've had enough. That engine stuff has caused me enough stress in my world. I'm done. You should try a Quebecer F-bomb. I bet YouTube will not get it. Honestly, you're allowed to swear on YouTube. There's no repercussions for swearing. If you happen to drop an F-bomb 70 minutes into a live stream, not a big deal. If you start your videos dropping the F-bomb, maybe a different story. Dangly Media, I should do a van build. Kodiak Crave ATV says you and your daughter are awesome together. Yeah, she's super rad. She's got a friend out here on the island, which is great. So she's coming out between the 18th and the 23rd, which means I'll get up more days than I would by driving over there. And I always cover her ferry. So I said, anytime you want to come over here and visit your friend, just come on by. Is that Cruzy? I heard a noise like I think Cruz is coming down the stairs. No. So I said, anytime you come out to visit your friend, I'll cover the ferry as long as you come and see me. So, Peter, thank you so much for that, Peter. Hey, Chrome, save some money. Sorry. Hey, Chrome, some money for some treats for y'all. I love watching your channel. I hope you're doing well. Friendly greetings from Austria. Awesome, man. Nice to have you on the stream. Nobody else I missed? We're good to go. What do you think about her boyfriend? She tossed that guy just to the curb. He didn't last long. She didn't like him. She prefers girls. She tried the boyfriend thing and she's like, they're too needy, too whiny. Me. I guess he was, peace out. She didn't like him. My daughter had a girlfriend for 4 years before him, and yeah, peace out to the boys, she said. She's done with it. She's like, they're too much work. I'm like, they're boys. She's like, they just don't grow up. I'm like, yeah, I know. Trust me. I'm a 50-year-old, 15-year-old. Period. Scott says, I agreed. Mr. Ozzy, hello from Sweden. I've been trying to get some stickers from your store, but it will cost twice to get it over here. Not true. Is there any way to get them over here, like a letter or something? So yeah, all of our stickers get shipped via letter mail. We do not do stickers in a package. So you don't pay big package shipping. They go via letter mail. So international shipping is super freaking cheap. So if you order 10 stickers or less, it goes in a standard letter mail. It should only cost you a couple bucks to ship those things out. And there's some, by the way, for you guys, we have some deals on our store for sticker packs. Super, super cheap. Like Cruzy sticker packs for all Cruzy stickers are like 14 bucks, and all the weirdo stickers are something like that too. And yeah, international shipped for the cost of an international postage sticker, which is, I don't know, $2.50 Canadian, or I don't even know what it is, something like that. It's cheap. So yes, we do ship worldwide when it comes to stickers. Just keep them under 10 in a pack. You'll do good. Shane from Wales, UK. What's up, buddy? Amanda said her last boyfriend ruined her. She's single for 5 years now. She's same problem. Screw boys. Boys are too much problem. Digital Nomad, what's up? Shane, I appreciate the love, man. I appreciate it. Jane says Janica's smart cookie. Danica's a smart cookie. She doesn't like drama. She's like her dad, like just an easygoing kid that doesn't like drama. No time, no room for that. The Great Spoon, thank you so much for that. You're so generous today. For the new van build. Oh, I really appreciate that. What's your thumbnail? Oh, it's a spoon. I was like, what's going on with your thumbnail? It's just a spoon. I love it. Thanks for being so generous to both me and gifting to my audience, man. I really appreciate that earlier today, too. Matthew Wallace. A black and blue and raw wood interior would be dope. Adding some blue to the interior would be kind of cool. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. I'm more of like, you should know by now, more of like a black and white guy. So doing some like black and wood inside the van, I think it'd be awesome. Yeah, maybe sneakily sliding in some color. I think I'd rather do the color with like an LED lighting or something like that, so I can kind of create that different vibe at night. But I dig it. What are you going to use to cut out your back panels for your flares? So my window bump outs over here, I don't know. I was thinking about buying something that just, moves fast. Like we have an air cutter here that we put on our air attachment, or a jigsaw is another way a lot of people do it. Jigsaw I find might cause a lot more, roughness to the outside pieces. But yeah, I mean, like putting them in, it seems pretty basic. Literally, it looks like you just drill a few pilot holes. I mean, that'll have all the stuff I'm gonna need. Cut this whole piece right out, all the way around. Tape up the outside too, so you're not cutting just raw metal. Put the tape on there, so the tape will kind of keep everything from flaking off. Cut that whole window out. After that, you just sand down that whole edge that you did. Paint that edge with a good quality primer so it doesn't rust, and then the window gets glued on and a couple of screws from the inside. That's it. She's done. So it shouldn't be too big of a project. I'm gonna need some help with doing that one. I definitely can't do that one on my own. Suzanne, how much is a coffee on the island nowadays? Coffee on me, Butt Island nowadays. So this is, Butt Island nowadays. Coffee on me, bud. Oh, thank you so much. That'll definitely cover a couple of coffees for sure. Really appreciate it. Will you sell my old van? Honestly, Shane, I don't know if I would feel good selling my current van to somebody else because of the shape of the body that's on it. Last summer, I found a rust hole about that big on my floor, letting in dirt. So what I did is I cut my floor out, and then I took a piece of metal, primed it, stuck the metal over the hole, and then stuck seam sealer all the way around it so no more dust would come in. And because I know what's going on the body of that thing, plus finding the rust hole, I don't know what's underneath it. I think we need to pull the van build out of that whole van and take a look and see what's happening under that floor, because I don't know. 7 years of living in that thing. It looked good 7 years ago, but to find a hole that big, I'm scared of what's going on underneath there. So I wouldn't feel good about selling that van to somebody else because of the body that is on it. The van build is incredible still. It's got Weltec suspension, so the frame down, including the engine and transmission, top notch. It's that metal shell on the top that is literally can be tossed in the garbage. Like ideally what should happen is the build should come out, that shell should come off, peace out, toss it, see you later, and put a new shell on top of it. I'm not putting the money into that thing to do that, so I think I'm going to turn that into my bush truck. The one that I just go out and have some fun in, you know, the one you don't care if you smack a tree. Not a big deal, it's my bush van. So that'll be my overland rig for the gnarly stuff one. Would I sell it? If somebody came here and they knew what they were getting into and they had a good look underneath it to see exactly what happened, I'd sell it tomorrow. Like that. 100%. But they'd have to know what they're getting into. Oh, Lauren P., thank you for that. Missing those shop shower scenes lately. Well, I have to go on to my OnlyVans for that. Yeah, Kodiak Crave TV. Everything's for sale. Everything. But yeah, like I would sell it 100%. And this is why I bought a new van. So for years, even through all my engine repair, all that stuff, I wouldn't sell my van at all. There's no freaking way. But I'll tell you one thing. If I were to sell my current home, the bumpers wouldn't be going with it because those are Weltec design bumpers. I would move those onto something else. I would keep those because those things are incredible. I would throw a set of our new Van Toys bumpers on it, our simple bumpers. I'd let that go with the kit for sure. But yeah, make me an offer. Let's go. Chrome's selling everything. Chrome, you still riding a skateboard? No, that skateboard hasn't been on my door since I first moved into my van. And the most use that skateboard got was hanging my towels on. It just looked good. Bruce Vanlife Jr., what's up, buddy? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Nina, everything's for sale. What do you want? What do you want to buy? Cruise isn't for sale. I'll rent him out for a good price, though. When's your next hot tub scene out by the lake? I thought about taking off, like after I get all this insulation stuff done in here, or at least this layer anyway, taking off and going out and redeeming myself for that hot tub video that failed. That was a shitty day. Have you made merch with a let's go? No, I haven't. Man, the people that hate it when I say let's go would hate that merch. They'd be like, dude, shut up. Building out my second, Kindred Concepts, thanks for super chat. Says, building out my second Sprinter, and I'm so glad you've joined the family. I'm so glad too, man. Getting this thing was a really big decision, but it was so worth it. Like, when I was comparing vans, because like you only have so many options for a manufactured high top. What I mean manufactured is it comes high top. That's another question I should answer here too. A manufactured high top is something that comes high from the factory. There's only a few options, and you've got ProMaster, which didn't fit the lifestyle that I wanted. You see what's coming? And you got the Transit, and then you got Transit and then the Mercedes Sprinter. So I ended up choosing the Mercedes because they weren't too far off on the price point between each other. So the Transit went away. Now we're just stuck with the Mercedes. Maybe should change fingers. So that's the finger, I'm like, you know what's coming. But so like they weren't far off between the two. So I started to just weigh the factors into it, you know, Mercedes or Ford Transit. And I felt like the Mercedes was a better fit for what I wanted. And yeah, like the all-wheel drives, they're already bigger from the factory. The Transits are still a little lower. So when it comes to adding suspension to these, when you add it to the already existing height, you end up getting a larger vehicle out of the deal. There was just a lot of factors on why I chose Mercedes versus Ford Transit. But it feels good to be a part of the family. And I realized that I have a ton of people on my channel who own Mercedes. I thought we were just a bunch of Chevy Express Ford Econoline guys. Apparently not. Yeah, beautiful. I'm also thinking, depending on when we do my build in Ontario, that after this is built out at Overland Interiors, the build won't quite be done yet. We still got to bring it back and do a whole bunch more work to it to finish it all off. But I'm thinking after we're done at Overland Interiors that I was going to do a gathering out there somewhere. So maybe somewhere around the Toronto, Hamilton, Ontario area. We'll find a great big area. Give you guys a couple weeks heads up notice that we're going to do a meetup. And then if you want to come up from the States, you can. We'll find a big enough venue that we all can fit into, like the last one we did in Ontario, which was huge. We had like 100 vans, a couple hundred people. It was so rad. But I wouldn't mind doing that again while I'm out there when this van is finished. Hey, so Sal just said, Chrome, I have a question. I know you have a Jackery sponsorship. How would I either get a Jackery, how would I either get a Jackery to sponsor my YouTube channel? Reach out. That's it. Just reach out. That's the only way to, if there's a brand, as a YouTuber, as soon as you have 100,000 subscribers, brands start to notice you. Simple as that. You know, before that, some of the brands, they just don't care. They're just like, whatever. You know, like I reached out to brands before in my past and said, hey, I really want to work with you guys. And their response was, message us back when you have 100,000 subscribers. Oh, crap. I have 3,000. They didn't want to work with me. They didn't want to touch me. They didn't want to do anything. So, but if there's brands you want to work with, reach out to Jackery. Just get on your thing, reach out, say, hey, this is my channel, this is who I am. Share them, your age demographic, your views in your last month, and the areas that your audience watches in. They will check out your analytics if they feel it fits with their brand. A lot of times brands would just give you free shit for videos. You know what I mean? I don't put a video up unless somebody pays me for it. You're going to pay me for that spot. I don't do nothing for free anymore. I used to, back in the day, take products for free and put them on my channel, and I got a free product. It was really cool. But then over the years, I started to realize how much money they're making. I'm like, screw you. You're going to pay me now. You want to give me this water bottle and you want me to talk about it? You're going to pay me big dollar for that. And that's just, you got to realize that they're making money from you at that point. So, but yeah, if you just want some free product, reach out to the brands. I know people like Blue Eddy and Jackery and stuff like that are quite often pretty good to just start working with some smaller channels. Elizabeth, thank you for the super chat. Matthew, so glad you didn't get a ProMaster. Their turbos are trash and bad transmission problems. I know because I drive them for work. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I have friends that have ProMasters that are fully built out, and damn well beautiful too, by the way. Like Rob and Jan Can van, their van is rad. And it looks super badass with the chunky tires, all black and stuff. It looks really, really good. But yeah, it just wasn't for what I needed. Like those ProMasters are nice to do out if you're going to do some basic backcountry and stick around the pavement, do some nice easy backcountry stuff. Sure, they're great. You know what I mean? That's just a choice. But when you want to start doing things that are a little bit more gnarly, you got to get into a 4x4 or something you can put a 4x4 in, or do an all-wheel drive like the Transit or the Sprinter. Do you have a video on your in-depth thoughts about Transits and Sprinters? Yeah, this one. This is about as in-depth as it gets. I don't know much about the other platforms. I don't even know much about this platform. I just know when I researched what I wanted that this seemed to be a better fit. Ask me in a few years when I've owned this thing for a while, I'll tell you what I feel about the Mercedes. As of right now, she still has 150K on it, and she's good. Yeah, you know, I can't give you advice on things that I have not personally experienced myself. 1,300 people in here. Step Van Dan retracted his message. What'd you say, bro? What'd you say? RAA from San Antonio, Texas. What's up? Sharon Bliss says, hey, Chrome, I love watching the build. I can't wait to see how it all turns out. Me either. I'm really, really excited. Lisa C, my ProMaster is 6 years old, not a single problem. Touch wood. See, rad, right? Yeah, like I've said a bazillion times before, don't let people tear you down on the brand that you feel like you want to get. Every one of those brands have a cheerleading squad behind them. People at ProMasters love their ProMasters, and they will cheer that on all day long. People that love their Ford Econolines will love their Ford Econolines all day long, and then shit on the Sprinters. The Sprinter guys will, it's how it is, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's got their own cheerleading squad. Pick the one you like, stick on that team, and roll with it. You know, I don't have a team. I have a Ford, and I have this thing. And I would like to buy a Chevy van as a shop van here too. So, and then we'd have Chevy, Ford, and Mercedes around the shop. Elizabeth says, yes, redo the hot tub video. Where'd it go? Oh, she spammed it. That's why. someone kicked you out. Elizabeth said, yes, redo the hot tub video. You are not prepared. That's correct. I was not prepared for the hot tub video. I thought for sure I had, because I always have like 12 bottles of propane in my van. I always do. I overstock my propane like nuts. And yeah, I forgot when I went out to do that hot tub video that I did the hot tub once already before, which takes 4.5 bottles of propane. So it takes close to 5 pounds of propane to use that thing from warm-up time until you get a chance to use it. So about 5 pounds of propane, about 4 pounds to heat it, then about another pound to enjoy it for a handful of hours at night. And I forgot I used 5 bottles the last time I used it, knocking my supply down to not enough. That was my mistake. Gosh, I should make a video about that hot tub video. I'm not shitting you. That hot tub video was probably the most drama and stupidity that I've ever heard of in the comment section in my entire life. The comment section went buck wild in that video with some of the silliest things I've ever heard people say in my life. I just sat here and I'm reading that. I'm like, are you flipping serious? Are you serious? You want me to do that? People just didn't get it. They didn't listen to what I said in that hot tub video. I told everybody that hot tub, on like how it works, is it takes 4 hours to heat that hot tub, no matter how you power it, whether it's 1 pound propane bottles or a 20 pound tank. It takes 4 hours of running that shower to heat that hot tub. And that whole comment section was like, everybody's like, why didn't you just use the shower to heat the hot tub? I did. It's the Julka shower that heats the Julka hot tub. You fill the hot tub full of water, and then you circulate it through the shower system, and as it runs through the shower, it heaps up, puts it back in the tub, the water comes back in, and slowly and gradually, 4 hours later, that hot tub is nice and warm. And then everybody's like, you should have filled the hot tub with the shower. Have you seen how little that water trickles out of that shower? Though, if I did do it, it would probably take me 10 hours to fill the hot tub. And then the water would be cold by the time it got full, because that's a big hot tub to fill with little trickling shower water. It's great to shower with, but you ain't got no pressure there to like fill up a hot tub. You see the space in that thing? I was like reading these things. I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? And then people were saying, well, Chrome, I don't know why you just didn't take the hot rocks that were in the fire and throw them in the hot tub. The hot tub's plastic. Are you serious? You want me to take that hot rock and throw it in there? And then someone was like, well, I think someone made a comment below it going, the hot tub's plastic, bro. And they're like, well, you know, Chrome had gloves. He could have picked the hot rock up with gloves and held it in the water. I'm like, my thought is like, that's a hot rock. I got cloth gloves. Are you nuts? You lost your mind? You want me to take that hot soot-covered rock out of the fire, put it in the hot tub for like 20 seconds, let all that soot get everywhere in there and turn that water black just to raise the temperature up by like a nothing? And then just it went on and on and on. And I was like, oh my gosh. The whole comment section was a riot that day. We laughed our faces off, and my friends were sending me screenshots of like, check out this one. And I'm like, what's going on down here? It was insane. So for those of you who participated in the comments on that video, the shower system is pretty easy. You fill that thing up full of water. However you get the water in it. Like ideally I should buy a bigger 12-volt pump it faster in there so we can fill that thing up in 30 minutes. You put the lid on it, you set up your little Julka shower, and you walk away from it 4 hours later, hot. That's it. Simple. Not a big deal. Sure, I could lug around a giant pot and put it on the... I'm not going to have a giant pot in my van. Are you serious? But those are the little things like, why didn't you just bring a giant pot and put it on the fire? I'm like, where the heck? Imagine me in my van going, okay, I brought my pot. I don't know where I'm going to live in my van with my pot. I'm going to put the big pot on the fire. You got to think about it. That big pot's got to go back in my home after. Oh my gosh, the things I was reading, I was like, I think we should, my thought right away was, I want to take all the suggestions that were in that video, take 10 hot tubs out there in the woods, 10. Because we're going to break some with some of the suggestions they had. Take the hot rock, throw it in the thing, one hot tub broke, and just make a video doing everything that everybody suggested. I think it would have been an absolute riot. Oh gosh, sorry guys. Those are funny sometimes because I mean, like I know sometimes people make comments in those videos and they're not being intentional with what they're saying. They're saying it as a joke, you know what I mean? At least I'm hoping so because I'm looking at some of these things going, that's got to be a joke. There's no way this person functions in their life on a day-to-day basis and that's what they want to do. Good luck. Good luck. If that was your hot tub, good luck. But yeah, those hot tub systems are actually pretty simple. You just need to bring more propane with you. That's all. Andy from Overland Interior says, be honest, your hot tub scene is on your OnlyFans page. Maybe. I should start an OnlyFans. It's probably a good idea. Yeah. You imagine that shit? Chrome's on OnlyFans? That's funny. Yeah, I know a lot of people in here, like right now, people are making some great suggestions on how to heat the hot tub. But ideally, the hot tub is that easy. The last time I went and used it, I had lots of propane with me. It was super easy. You literally just set up, I mean, the great thing about it is, you're usually in no rush. You set it up, you turn the dials on your shower, and you just come back 4 hours later and it's hot. No need to worry about fire or running tubes, because like if you were to put one of those, like to heat it up with a campfire, you'd probably need like 40 feet or 50 feet of copper coil to run water through that coil in the fire nonstop. And then where you got to put that copper coil when you're done? Where are you going to put that big, huge rig lump of coil back in your van somewhere? There's no room for that. So those systems are just easy. You set the propane up, you walk away, 4 hours later, you're nice and warm. Is it hot or is it hot warm? So it's hot. So as the water circulates through the shower, the more the water circulates through it, the heat, I think the Julkas heat the water 20%. I don't know what it is. Certain percentage every time that water circulates through, it continues to get hotter. So once when I had my last time I had it out, steam was rising off that tub. It was hot to a point where I had to get out of it or go out and shut the circulation off. It got hot, like really, really hot. Because the more it runs through that shower, the hotter and hotter that water gets. So if you ran that thing for 10 hours, it would probably melt the hot tub. I don't know if that's true, but it was super hot to the point when I got out of it, it was to the point that it's hot. And then I ran out of propane, but it was hot. My comment about putting water on the campfire to boil was just a joke. No, I mean, actually, to be honest, like, if I had a big enough pot to put on the fire, I totally would have done it. You know what I mean? Like that's not a silly thing. That makes sense, though. Like, if you have a big pot and you can boil some water on the fire, it would get it there faster, for darn sure. But I mean, we've seen people saying, how come you don't use like one of those great big crab pots? I'm like, where the heck am I going to put a crab pot in my van? Those crab pots are ginormous. I just keep thinking about all the ones you see guys making these crab pots that are like this big and they put them on the fire. But yeah, you could easily do that stuff. Like that one made sense. But throwing the hot rocks from the fire into the hot tub that's plastic, probably don't do that. How are high tops driving in the wind? So Kim, I've heard a lot of people in the Mercedes tell me about once they got their lift kit on the Mercedes van, because of how the dampening and stuff works on all of the shocks, that doing that, because this is a big wall, when wind hits it, it's going to push it a little bit. There's no doubt about it. But they said once they got their suspension kits on there, that the dampening on the shocks worked so well that you barely noticed the wind. He goes, like, it was like 90% decrease in wind push or wind tipping a little bit as soon as they got that, as soon as they put their suspension kit in there. Barb just says, there will be Chrome driving down the road with a big pot on his roof. Exactly, right? Andy's talking to Andy. Said, no, Andy, still working from home. Yep, I got the shop all to myself right now. Off-road camper, I considered building a tub behind bathroom and shower trailer. Perhaps, oh, dude. Perhaps you could put a Julka hot tub in that. Honestly, dude, if I had a trailer, I consider building. So if you're talking about me consider building a trailer, that's the answer is no. If you're considering building a trailer, I'd definitely put like a plastic hot tub in there. You know, like not like an inflatable one. I'd definitely put like a smaller, like proper little mini hot tub in the back. If I had the chance to build an adventure hot tub trailer, I definitely would not put the Julka in there for sure. It's a cool idea, man. I see guys out here all the time that tour around saunas. Someone said that pot would be aerodynamic. My intention on this, we're 102 minutes in. My intention on this live stream was to work. We should probably get to work. I don't know if you guys want to watch me work, but I want to get this thing done. And I didn't have a video for today, so I want to get this thing done. We should probably get to work. Here I am talking again. Kindred Concepts, the wind is awful in a Sprinter. Agile Rip Kit helped out significantly. Yeah, so there you go. Awesome. I heard about that. I heard that as soon as those kits go in there, it just changed. It changed the game a lot. So I have a friend of mine that came by here in a Sprinter the other day, and he was telling me that as soon as he threw in his Agile off-road kit, that it literally took all that feeling away. Someone sending me their van build pics. Nice. Someone just emailed me their van build pics. That's cool. I like that. I like that little step to get up into the bed. That's where I got to really think about Cruz, on how Cruz is going to get in and out of the bed. Like Cruz wouldn't be able to get up on that. Like I need to create extra steps along the way for Cruz to get up both onto the bench and up onto the bed. That's one thing we just got to be mindful of the pup. There's the shower. That's cool. That was from Dawn. Bye, Karen. Can you put the duct liner on a panel without sound dampening to see if it's good enough by itself? It'll probably be good enough by itself, 100%, right? 100% this would be good enough by itself. I don't think it would dampen as much as using a butyl sound dampener like I did on here too, but it 100% will be good on its own, for sure. But there's a reason why factories throw in that sound deadener in here on their own, right? Like, you don't need much of it. Like, if you were to spend $100 and buy one big box of it and just do little pieces on all your panels, that'll be enough to dampen that panel up a little bit. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this would do just fine on its own without doing any sound deadener on it, like the sound deadening mat. Oh, sorry guys, my chat's being a mess here. Michelle, once you get the hot tub up to the temperature, like, you can adjust the Julka settings so that it maintains the temperature as it circulates. Yeah, so, but the problem is, like, even if you do the Julka and you turn the temperatures down to the lowest setting, it's still heating the water as it rotates. So as long as your hot tub is losing enough heat during that time, it would probably maintain a pretty good temperature. But if for some reason it's warm outside and you're not losing as much heat, that hot tub's going to continue to heat it. You know what I mean? There's no question about it. That water goes through, goes over a flame, and comes back out. So if your hot tub's losing enough heat, yeah, for sure, it would 100% maintain it. Like, I think if we were to use that hot tub in the winter, you could easily use the Julka to adjust the temperature because you're losing a lot of heat in cooler weather, for sure. But I would guess once it gets a bit warmer outside, the water's sitting around, outside temperatures, it's just going to keep getting hotter and hotter. But it's not like those things don't have jets. Like, there's no bubbles or jets like that because it's not, you need a lot of power for that stuff. But you could just shut the shower off too. You just literally just shut the water off, and then it just doesn't circulate any more water anymore. It's just Jared from Vancity. He's going to make me a little video. So I had a bunch of questions for Jared. Wicked, bro. Period. I'm on a live stream right now. Jared from Vancity. So he's going to make me a little video with some of the questions that I had about this thing, about where my next stages are at, because him building vans for a living and dealing with a lot of large Sprinter vans like this, he knows the platform very well. And right now I'm kind of like on that edge point where I don't know where to go from the point I'm at right now. Like, where's the next step for me? Right now we're gonna do this stuff. We're gonna do insulation, and then we got to start thinking about running wires and stuff like that in here, because we got to start wiring up for where everything's going to be while we've got some wall panels off. I don't want to bury too many wires behind the walls because you want to keep your van build repairable. But if we need to run anything now before the walls go up, I'd love to get all that stuff run now. So then we can plan out some of the major wire runs in here, because I need to have channels. I would like to have channels in here on the bottom of the van, on one side and on the other, and maybe up both back corners or one back corner, where there's some panels that I can unscrew and run my own wires. So if I need to repair a few pod lights, the wires are already there, accessible and ready to go. And maybe running a few extra power wires that don't go anywhere, that on the end of it says extra, you know what I mean? And then you can add things to it later that the wires already pre-ran. So if I want to run something new back here, the wire is already run to the front and it's not connected to the fuse block, so it's just there. You can pull it down, connect it if you really need to, instead of having to go through and re-snake a new wire through. But I'd like to have some wires on the front side of the walls. You know what I mean? Well, that's how I have my van done, and I like it that way because then I know where the stuff is, it's easy to access, and it's repairable. But that's where Jared here was, me and him were talking about, where I need to go next? So that's my confusion part. I'm like, okay, what do I run behind the walls? Do I run wires behind the walls? What do I do for floor? Because if I do heated floors, like what the heck? What the heck? I don't have heated floors in my van. That was a pipe dream back in the day. Me, my feet in my van, my feet could stay warm. That was never a thing. Not ever. My feet stay warm. My feet in my van are constantly frozen. The air in my van is nice and warm, but my feet are cold because my floor is so cold in my van. And that's standard for most van dwellers. But now you got a rig this big, do you heat it and have toasty feet? Cruzy would love it. Oh my gosh, Cruzy would be like sprawled out, face all mashed out, going, oh, Dad, the ground's warm. 100%. He would love that heated floor. And doing them like with the, they just run a heating tube through it, and it's like a glycol, whatever runs through it, and it just heats your floor like you would in a standard home. Jason said he's missing a lot of questions. Of course. I've probably missed 1,000 questions today. Let me go see if I can find some questions here. It's hard, guys, on these live streams. Paleozoic? I can't pronounce that. I live in a semi-truck. I live in a semi-truck and am considered as a nomad as well. You damn right you are. Like not tow truck. Semi-truck drivers are the OGs. They literally have been living in small spaces on the road as a nomad, pissing in bottles, shitting in bags from the very beginning. Yeah, like honestly, like us in van life, we take a lot from that semi-truck life because you guys are living it the same way we all are. You know what I mean? But you guys literally have a tiny space. And you've done great in those things to make those things home. So yeah, of course you're considered a nomad. Like the ultimate nomad, especially if you're living in that thing full time. Go get it. Kathy just said, Cruise needs AC. I 100% agree. Kathy Fowler, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Will I insulate the floor? That's what the heated flooring is for. So that whole heated flooring system will have the whole entire floor insert that goes in there with the heating tubes that run through it, and then above that will go your like a bolted birch plywood or some kind of a plywood over top of that, and then you put your flooring on top of that. So the heated floors would be your insulation on the floor. Yeah. We still have over 1,000 people in here. That's impressive. It's impressive that I'm still talking this long, 112 minutes. Andy from Overland Interior said a semi-truck interior would be cool to do. So yeah, if you're in a semi-truck and looking for something rad as a build, hit up Overland Interiors. Andy said he's down. It would be rad, right? Because they're built in the back how they are built from the factory. You know what I mean? They come with a little bed cavity thing, and that's it. You know, imagine doing your own custom build in there with all your little cabinets. It'd be so sick. That'd be rad. James, do you know karate? No. Do I look like I know karate? Hi-ya! No. Where's the boy? Mr. Cruzy Bear is upstairs sleeping on the floor of the shop up there today. He really likes it up there. Like, especially when we're doing work down here in the shop, that's his happy place. A new base plate from a caravan. My floor will be insulated in my Sprinter. I don't know what you mean by that. A new base plate from a camper van. I'm not sure who you're saying there. Are you going to do spotlights in front of your Mercedes? Of course I am. This thing will be, oh my gosh, the lighting that is going on this thing. I can't wait to start diving into the exterior part. So all that stuff will get done before it goes to overland interiors. Like it'll get the front winch plate bumper, the side ladders, side step rails, rear spare tire rack in the back there, and a utility box on the back there as well too. And all the exterior lighting. You wait to see what's going on here. Holy crap, man! Level up that off-road lighting game. Let me tell you. So I'll be shopping at Van Toys Overland Gear to get all my lighting. It's fun to shop at Van Toys. Just go over there, grab it off the shelf. But man, we have a brand of lighting that'll be on our store that is insanely incredible. And I can't wait to bolt it on this thing because they are sexy as hell looking. And when you're dealing with a rig like this, doing the cheap Amazon ones like I did on my van, I am not doing on here. The ones that are on here will be sexy and also bright and do all the job that we need it to do, but it'll definitely fit the sex appeal of the van for sure. I'm stoked to get those on there and show those to you guys too as well. We'll probably, if we ever do any more work to my van out there, like some rust repair and stuff, I might redo all the lighting on that van, pull off all the Amazon lighting, which is full of water. Like I got my light bar that's above my window on my Ford van. I should put a goldfish in it. There's enough water in there. The goldfish should be happy. He'd survive in there. It's seriously packed full of water. You turn it on, it just all the lights blink and only like half the lights work. It's dangerous. Should actually unplug it. Am I going to stay with the honeycomb look? The inside of all the cabinets will definitely be all honeycombed on the inside. 100%. And you just keep the structure in there and cut out the weight. James says, careful, I think Amanda knows karate. Okay, Amanda just sent me another person's message saying that this guy's asked me a bunch of times, but I keep missing it. Hey, Chrome, are you wanting a ton of solar on your roof? You could look into a cruise and comfort unit. They are designed for vans and can run off the battery. So the cruise and comfort units, correct me if I'm wrong, those are the undermount units. I will not put an undermount unit on this van for the reason that it'll get packed full of mud in no time. Those cruise and comfort units, I might be wrong though, but I think those are the underbody mount ones. The cruise and comfort units, like they're great for the standard person who's going to stick on the pavement from campground to campground and just not be chucking mud underneath there. This thing, I could see it being in some places where all that stuff is going to get packed full of mud at some point, and there goes that AC unit, you know? So I might be wrong. I should Google that unless now I look like an idiot, but I'm pretty sure. Cruise and comfort AC. Yep. It's the underbody units. Can't do it for that reason. Just because, you know, I think you got to think about how you're going to live your van life before you start mounting these kind of units on your vehicle, right? I mean, they might make units that are not. That looks like an undermount unit. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with the rooftop one just for that reason. Because, I mean, imagine that. Imagine you get this big, really expensive AC unit, take it out to the bush, and now you've got it packed full of mud. Because it doesn't take much to get out there somewhere squirrely, and you're chucking up mud all over the place, and everything underneath it goes just packed. But I think it's okay. Like, if you're driving around in the rain, those things are fine. But getting it chock full of mud, those things would never... Any fans in there would never spin again. Someone said, oh, boy's going for another question. The Great Spoon says, I have a cruise and comfort. The condenser is the only part that's outside. Yeah. So, because I'm like, right now I'm at the point, I don't know. And every time I look at those units and Because if anything's mounted underneath the van, it wouldn't fit for doing any kind of backcountry stuff, you know. So I'll take a look at those, because I know I had Jared from Vancity also said there's two of them that he would recommend. It would be the nomadic cooling, because he's heard lots of really good things about it. He has lots of customers that have them. Lots of good things about those ones. And also the cruise and comfort is another option too as well too. But these are things I need to really, really think about as we start going ahead on this build. Rooftop AC is what I was originally thinking, but you never know. I'll take a look at these and see how they mount. But those are the two main brands that I've been hearing good things about: Cruise and Comfort and Nomadic Cooling. There's a few other ones like Velit, Velit or something like that, that have another one. It's a bit more cost effective. I think my friend Cage has that one. And he said it's got a few quirks, but it's okay. He said if he had the chance to replace it, he would 100% replace it tomorrow if someone gave him a better one. The Great Spoon, thanks for that, though. It's always nice when you talk about these things and someone pops in the stream that has those units. It adds a lot to the conversation. I really appreciate that. Because, I mean, otherwise I just sit here and I talk out my ass. Because I don't know. Detouring with Donna. I like this. I like the name of your channel. Thanks for years of adventure. Hello from SoCal. Chloe, can you buy my old van? Yep. Email me. Send me an offer. It's come up a few times on this thing. You can buy my old van. It's going to need a shitload of rust repair, but I'd even be willing to do the rust repair if you paid the right price before you took it. I'd sell it. For sure. Someone's asking about my Van Toys set. Yes, I shouldn't say both. Our Van Toys store is currently down. We're hoping to have it back live on February 1st. But as of right now, the stores are down. We ran into a little bit of a hiccup dealing with Canadian markets and USA markets, so we've now separated the stores. It'll all still be vantoys.com, but if you're in Canada, you'll see a different store than they see in the USA, because the stuff in the Canadian store can't be sold in the USA, and there's stuff in the USA that can't be sold in Canada, so we divided the stores. It was getting confusing, so. Luke, am I selling the ambo? Make me an offer, Luke. The Great Spoon, thank you for that. I moved the spare tire to the back on the swing arm carryout and put the condenser there. I'm 7-ish months behind you in van life, and it's been perfect. Awesome. Yeah, and that's a good spot. I mean, like, that's where I'm putting my spare tire, is up on the back rack too as well, which opens up a ton of room underneath there. Yeah, I should look into that. Because, I mean, the nice idea is it does actually create more room up on the top. I mean, I live in an area where solar is garbage, so, you know, solar is not as huge here. Like, if I was in the States, like in Arizona all the time, you kind of stuff where you're getting sunshine all day right up above you, I would definitely go with more solar. But here in Canada, our solar production is pretty garbage for most of the year because our sun is over the south. So not unless all my panels tip straight sideways, which is an option too, I definitely go with not worrying too much about like amount of solar. Oh, so Vancity just piped in here and says, hey, one tip. I should have told you ASAP. Mercedes Sprinter's batteries tend to die when the doors are open, uses residual power. The doors have been open on the side doors have been open on this thing for 3 days now. I should check that. Pop that cover off and just push on the red tab and pull towards you. Okay, cool. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Because, I mean, I didn't think anything of it because the doors have been open because there's no lights on in here, so I never even thought about that. Thanks, man. This is why it's so nice to have friends around who have Mercedes that can give me all of these really great tips like, yo, bro, careful. Will you power your van with Jackery only? No. I will when I'm out there doing some camping in this thing for the meantime. You know, like, we're going to go spend some time in this thing after the insulation is done and the floors are done and we got some heat in here. We're definitely going to go out and do a little bit of adventuring in here before the build goes in, because that's not going to happen for at least 6 months from now. So we're definitely going to go have some fun in the van. And, but yeah, definitely not be powering my home once it's built with a Jackery battery. This thing will have a mother load of power. When you own a van company that sells van accessories like I do, I have pallets of batteries over there. This thing will get lined up with all the juice it's ever going to need. It's going to be a lot of fun. Craig F. He'll probably have like 2 or 4 100 amp hour batteries. I have that. I have 4 100 amp hours of batteries in my van. 4 of them in my van. That's going to be just a little dent of what's going to be in this thing. SOK has a brand new battery out on the market right now, which has this smart connection system that connects to your Victron setup. I haven't really quite taken a deep look at it. We haven't got them in here in Canada yet, but they're coming soon. But they're 314 amp hours a piece. I could fit 6 in here. That's over 1,200 amp hours of power. 1,600. 12? I suck at math. That's 1,800 amp hours of power if I do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 1,800 amp hours if I do 6. 1,800. 1,800 amp hours. 3 there, 3 there, 6 there, water tank there. I don't know. A lot of freaking power. But yeah, we're definitely gonna, because like for me, I think doing more power is better than relying on solar to try to keep my day charged up, because a lot of times your van generates enough power on the amount of driving that I do that having more storage capacity for that van generated power is smarter than having to have so much solar and then just rely on that sunny day that just never seems to come here in BC because we're sit in rain for half the year. And I drive a lot anyway, so I think I would rather have the larger power bank to take in all that extra juice and store it back here. So when I need tons of power, I got it. Because I think in this one here, I'm not going to be as power conscious as I was in my van, and I know that for a fact. Like, we'll probably do induction cooktops for burners. We'll probably do big sound system in here. Lots of cameras and little fun stuff going on around, you know. Now, Jared, thank you. You got me worried that this is not going to start now. I'll have to do that when I get off the stream. So yeah, someone just said the flexible solar on the hood. Yeah, Mercedes has this really rad little hood, little solar panel system for keeping that battery charged. Rico Blade, thanks for the super chat, by the way. Rico Blade says you can put undermount units on the back of your vehicle like a semi or utility box as long as it has airflow. Yeah. RB Dreams, I want 6 400 watt hour batteries for my rig. Amp hours, not watt hours. You probably want amp hours. 6 400 amp hours of batteries for my rig will power an AC for 10 hours that way. 100%. And that's the thing, you know, more power means more fun. More power means you could run the AC without being plugged in. And I don't mind on a hot summer day when things are ridiculously hot and you can't function and you're ready to get a hotel, to drive to a campground, plug your RV in, turn your freaking AC unit on and enjoy a couple days of coolness in here so your dog doesn't die. I got no problems with that. Because we've tapped out in the past, not often, but there's been a handful of times in my van life where we've tapped out in the summer heat, where I'm like, the dog can't take it. It's too hot. He can't cool down. I'm done. And we go take a hotel for 2 or 3 days. We've done that a few times. Not a big deal. But doing it this way would stop that, because we could just go find somewhere and sit in the sunshine and run the AC all day. And then when the batteries die, we'll go find a campground, plug them in. No big deal. NQRR, glad I got to catch you live. Got to go feed the goat herd. How wicked is that? And put in another round of can't speak. Feed the goat herd and put in another round bale. Wicked. That sounds fun. Cleo says, I gave you $50,000. You'll give me $50,000 for my old van. Email me. Let's go. I would let that thing go. 100%. You can have it kitted right out too. You can have it with the Julka. You can have it with my clothes and my underpants. You can take it just as it is. Dog hair included. Dirt on the floor, the whole bit. Dirty sheets, you can take that too. Man, in the back of that thing, I even got rotted vegetables that are all yours too. Merry Christmas. I probably wouldn't eat the eggs that are in there because they're probably gone bad too, but Tom Saylor, thank you. That is so generous of you. It's about time you got something that you can stand in. Maybe because I have a bad back and weak knees. It used to make me hurt seeing you on your knees cooking. Have a great day, Chrome. Tom, thank you for that. That is super, super rad of you. I appreciate the love big time. And I'm going to be excited to be able to stretch out. It's going to be a really unique experience. How would you go in the bush? You take your key, you keep it close to the ignition, you push the button, and it starts, and you put your hand at 10 and 2. Oh, sorry. Put the seatbelt on first, put your hand at 10 and 2, and drive into the bush. That's it. That's how you do it. That's it. Bada boom, magic, you're in the bush. So I'm pretty sure what you're asking is, being that the rig is bigger, I'm going to have a lot less access to some of the places that I would normally put my van into. And that's true, and I understand. And that was also one of the factors that I played into getting a bigger rig. Do I get into the bigger rig and then lose access to some places? Is it worth the trade-off? So the answer is pretty simple. Yeah, it's 100% worth the trade-off. So I still have my other van still. Unless somebody buys it, then I don't. But there will always be a built-out rig here at my shop. So after this one's done, well, maybe before this one's done, we're going to have another Ford kit, another Ford van here. We're going to throw one of Andy's kits into the Ford Econoline. We'll probably throw a Welltech Designs lift kit on it. And then we have a camper van that is here all the time. So when a customer comes by Van Toys and they want to take one out for a test drive and see what a Welltech kit feels like on a van before they get one installed here, then they can take the shop van, go bomb around in the bush for a little bit, have a little fun in the Welltech kit, bounce around the backcountry in a van. So I would always still have access to going out and playing in the bush because I'll have one parked outside. So I'm not really losing anything there. So how I factor this in, 90% of my van life, I'm not in gnarly places. So 90% of the van life, this Sprinter would fit into. So do I continue with the low roof van, smaller, for 10% of my van life? My answer was hell no. Let's go big and enjoy 90% of my van life that we're not out there doing that kind of stuff. So I'm not too worried about it. I do know there's going to be a couple times on my travels that I'm like, I want to go there. 100%. But that's when I... Uh-oh. What up, buddy? You're on a live stream right now, so...
Hey, bro. You're what?
I'm on a live stream right now, so be nice.
Oh, I should do it on live stream. Everybody will say. Anyway, a 23 Jeep Wrangler. I need a price on a rear bumper with a tire carrier.
Okay, I can take a look at some of my distributors and see. You want to text me the information?
Yep.
Yeah, and I can take a look at some of my distributors and see if what options there are out there.
Yeah, make sure they leave you lots of money for the coffee, okay?
Yeah.
You need money for coffee, buddy, because you're broke now. So you need some money. I'm just kidding. Good to talk to you, buddy. We'll talk to you later.
You too, bro. Okay, bye.
I'll send you that info.
Okay, sounds good. Goodbye. That's bad. I like it that he's advocating for money for me. So funny. Yeah, it's another thing fun too about the new company is that we have access to some really cool parts through some of our distributors too. So in moments like that, when Badge is looking for bumpers for a Jeep, we have access to those things now. They may not be on my store, but we do have access to those things with some of the distributors that we got into, which is cool. Lauren P says, Badge says so. I like Badge. He gives me a call once in a while to make sure I'm doing okay. So funny. So, Canhubai? Sorry if I pronounced it wrong. Says, yeah, but it's a 4x4, and I bet the new van will go explore a lot of new places too. So this van is an all-wheel drive, not a 4x4. And same thing, like you're still going to get all four wheels a turn, and it's got its own system in here too. So it'll read when one tire doesn't have traction, and it will send power to that tire to give it traction. Then when one loses traction, it'll keep shifting the power to where it needs to keep this rig moving forward. That's the cool part about an all-wheel drive, is I think it runs 50% power to the back, 50% to the front. I think it's equal power. I might be wrong, but I think that's how that function works. And then the computer system will kind of read which one doesn't have traction or not and shift what it needs to keep this thing rolling forward. So I think that person's right. I think this van might get me areas that my van could not. My van's only a two-wheel drive with a rear locking differential, meaning it's still a two-wheel drive. The back wheels are turning, and on a two-wheel drive van, when one tire loses traction, that's it. It just spins. And it's weird though, if you think about it, when your tires are both turning, you're like, okay, great, we have two tires of turn. But the one that loses traction will just keep spinning. You know what I mean? It'll go nowhere. And that will be where the rear differential sends the power, is to the tire that's got no traction, which means you're stuck, because this one's dead. This one's just sitting there not doing squat. This one's burning you out a hole, you're over. So when you have a rear locker, like I have in my other van, you hit the locker switch, it turns it so both back tires turn. But that's it. You have nothing in the front. Nothing. Nothing in the front to pull you forward. You got your back tires trying to push. That's it. Where we're having an all-wheel drive vehicle, in those scenarios, you got all four tires that are trying to propel you forward all the time. All the time. So in any kind of a sticky situation, I think the all-wheel drive Sprinter is going to perform better than my Ford Econoline. I think the difference is the Ford Econoline will fit down all those goat trails that I probably shouldn't be driving down anyway. You know, I could probably get this down some of those trails too, but you risk a lot of damage on these things for sure. That's why I always joke about, we don't ever see Sprinters out here now, do we? It's because those trails get really gnarly. Amanda says, much as I love y'all, I have errands to do. I'm going to Costco. Need anything? Yeah, Amanda, they have inflatable hot tubs there right now for $560. Yes, I do need something. I need that inflatable hot tub. When I was there last time, I was like, it's an electric hot tub. So, yeah, Lauren P is like, dangerous question to ask, Amanda. When I was there the other day, and I seen the hot tubs, I'm like, because it'd be so nice to have one behind the shop. It's electric. It would just be warm. You know, on a cold day around here, you know, you come into the shop in the morning, go jump in the hot tub. Because it'd always be warm. You could never run the Julka back there because you need propane. It's going to have to circulate, where the electric one stays plugged in. So yeah, Amanda, I need that hot tub. It'll probably take up your whole car, Amanda. But if you come back to the shop here and grab some of those straps, you could just strap it to the roof. You're good to go. There you go. That's what I want from Costco. And one of those big ass chocolate chip cookies. Oh gosh. You guys ever had those chocolate chip cookies? Do you have them in the USA, wherever you're from? They have these fresh baked chocolate chip cookies at Costco. They're like that thick, and they break them apart. They're just ooey, ooey. Oh, gosh, those are so good. They're so good. Cindy says, I live in Maine and it's snowing. I could use a hot tub too. I know, it's only in the winter time that I want a hot tub. And I thought about putting one here at the shop, but I don't want to spend the money for something I may not use. That's why getting like the $500 one from Costco might be a good idea, because the Costco one's only $500. So if you happen to only use it like 5 times in a year, that hot tub better feel worth $100 every time. I think you got your money's worth. Am I worried about weight? What are you trying to tell me? I'm just joking. In the van, of course I am. That's one thing I'm definitely going into this van build being very, very cautious about, is the weight in my vehicle, 100%. So I failed on that one on my van, where we just kind of neglected how much things weighed. I'm like, whatever, it's an extra 50 pounds, who cares? Whatever, it's an extra 50 pounds, who cares? Before you know it, you got 400 extra pounds of miscellaneous over there, another 400 pounds over there. Then you buy a bunch of shit and you realize, holy shit, my van's at its weight capacity. So on this van, we're being very cautious about what we're putting in for weight. So right now, I have boxes of that sound deadener, so we're going to weigh and see how much the weight the sound deadener is. This duct liner is super, super light. Like it's really, really light. All it is just foam and a little foil on the front. But I am definitely being a lot more cautious with this van when it comes to how much weight we put in it. So, and that's going to fall also on Overland Interiors, on how we can make the interior be as beautiful as I want it to be, and as rad as I want it to be, and artistic-y as I want it to be, but yet be as light as we can possibly make it. Are you adding a clean water tank? Yes, we will be. That's one thing about here, is I will have a sink. What? Chrome, did you just say that? Do you seriously say you're going to get a freaking sink? I am. I'm going to have a sink I can stand up in and wash my hands. But yeah, that's one thing I don't have in my van because it's small. So yeah, we'll probably put a water tank, probably inside, maybe outside. I don't know. I mean, putting it outside would be, I think, there's benefits to throwing it outside because it leaves more room in here. I mean, you could run an under tank one. I think Sprinters make an under vehicle one that you can put like a heat wrap on it so it doesn't freeze. I don't know. I see them mostly just do them inside the van, so we will see. I'll have to talk to some of my van building friends and see what their opinions are on things. Because the good thing about having friends that build vans is that they have experiences from their customers. So they don't just build the van and then out the van goes and then they don't give a shit. This is just what we do. They have connections with the people that they're building homes with because they're literally their home builder. So they get that feedback on the other side of it going, hey, I really like the water tank, but I think it's better outside or better inside. I think they get the feedback from the customers so they know when it comes to building the next home for the next homeowner. Yes, we people that live in vans are homeowners too. When we're building our next home, that they can pass along all the experiences that they've had. So having an underwater tank over here for fresh water and another tank over here for gray water, or maybe fresh water goes inside, gray water goes underneath. I definitely don't want gray water inside because that's disgusting. I'd rather put that outside. That's where it belongs anyway. But yeah, gray water will definitely go outside. But these are all the things that I can't wrap my head around it. I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around. We're putting a sink in here. We're going to have gray water storage for real, and a water tank, hot water. Like, we put a water heater in here. What? These are just some things I'm having a hard time, like, trying to picture how I'm going to wire these things or what to do, because I never had these luxuries when I built my van 7 years ago. These weren't even in the equation. So this is all brand new to me, so I'm learning. Will you have a chimera inside? I don't know what a chimera is. Yeah, you have a home. It's considered a mobile home. It's just not as large. True that. It's on the email. Someone says blocked. I think I'm blocked on Chrome's channel. I probably commented he was childish or something snarky, but it was not meant to be mean. But that's what happens on my channel. So if you guys log on to my channel, you guys will see at the top that there's community guidelines. And I wrote those guidelines myself. I literally said, you say something dumb, you get kicked out. So I would love to be unlocked. I thought I'd share an epoxy resin wood countertop. Yeah, those are cool. And Andy does sometimes some of that stuff. Ooh, the black one's kind of cool. That's pretty sweet. Yeah, I don't think I'd do epoxy in the van. Maybe. I don't think so. Anyway, Angela, send me your screen name on, just email me your screen name on YouTube and I'll search it up and see if I can get you. If I can't get you unblocked, I can add you to an approved users list. But yeah, just know, you guys, that's how things roll around here. You say something dumb, you get booted. And sometimes it's just like I go through things, I'm like, screw that. Like, you just seen someone said something in the comment today, like, you believe this guy's bullshit? I toss you for that. The reason why I toss people for that is because I gotta. If that's what you're gonna give my crew, you guys are my posse. If you're gonna give that to my posse, peace out. I don't need you. My posse don't need you. But sometimes, like, I get it. Sometimes some jokes are made and they don't come across when you read them as a joke. You know, because you've read 10 assholes before you. So when you read that comment, you're like, are you just another one? So yeah, if you happen to have gotten, because I'm not the only one responsible for blocking. I have moderators on my channel that can block as well too. Chris Rice says, it's cool you have our back. Of course. I don't care if people talk shit about me. You're not taking away from my shine at all. There's no way you can take away from that. I'm responsible for keeping my shine polished, 100%. Nobody's going to take away from that. No matter, I've had people shit talk my whole life. Getting onto YouTube just amplified it. Like all that bullshit that went on in high school, all my childhood, getting bullied for being fat. YouTube is like 10 times worse than what I went through there. So I have a thick skin. I don't give a crap. Nobody could say a damn thing that could take away from my shine. Not a damn chance. Sometimes we just find it amusing. Oh, someone says feeling ignored. Oh, feeling honored. Julie, someone feeling honored. I was just a part of most laughter in this live stream. The funniest thing, without you sharing your epic bathtub fail, there would have been no real huge laughter. Oh yeah, dude. We laughed hard in the comment section of that video. Like, it was at the point where I'm just like, oh, she meant ignored. Hold on. Feeling, she meant ignored, feeling ignored that I was a part of your most laughter in the live stream, LOL. The funniest thing without sharing. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense now. Yeah, those are funny, man. When you get a chance to go through video comments and just like read those things, you're like, are you serious? That was probably one of the funniest videos reading the comments. If you guys want to have some fun, go find that hot tub video. Go read the comments. Lauren P says, yo, go check your super chats, bro. Now that Amanda's gone, Lauren P has taken the reins. Oh, sorry, Kim Jones. Sorry, I didn't even see that. Because Badge says so. Super thank you, Kim. I really, really appreciate the love. You guys have been really generous in today's live stream. So cool. I love it. Okay, what else is going on here? Matthew, been a YouTube member for 20 months. Are you going to put that sound stuff on the floor? No. I think if, I know you can put this on the floor. I've seen some people who have done it. I just don't know how my heated flooring system works. So I need to do a little bit more research on how that heated flooring thing's going to function in here before we do anything else, before we decide if we're going to have to put stuff on here. Jared from Vancity just said, you need this, filming your video now. So he was filming a video clip for me. They just did that front bumper system on a Sprinter. It's beautiful. Man, that's a nice bumper. Look at that. Wraps right around the bottom. That thing's pretty sick, man. I think the front one I chose is just going to be just that plate that goes around there. It's got the bar on it too, I think. Yeah, dude, that thing's sick. Ah! I got my friends around me sending me way too many cool pictures of things. Like, it just, the options out there are bonkers. Bro, what? I like your channel name. Says, can't wait for heated floors. Me either. I think the dog's gonna love it. We should be working right now. How many times have I said this? It's been 151 minutes, and my plan was to do some work in here. So we should probably do that. Oh. You guys still want to hang out? There's still 1,000 people in here. We're gonna get some of this stuff on my walls. I wish I could turn my camera on to wide angle. Let me see if I can. Let me flip this around. Yeah, I can't do wide angle, which sucks. What's this? What? Sorry, I'm pushing buttons on here. I don't know what I'm doing. What's this? Retouch? Does this make my videos more sexy or what? Does it look any different? This is a retouch button. Retouch off. Retouch on. It looks the same to me. Someone say I have my hoodie on backwards. No, my hoodie's not backwards. This is the Keep It Real hoodie. Hey? It's got the double V's on the arm. Bam! And on the bum. Amanda calls those the bum fingers. All right, guys, let's step away from the chat for a minute. Let's get some of this stuff done. I want to get some. Actually, you know what? I mean, I could probably film the rest of this in tomorrow's for a video for tomorrow. And maybe I'll do that. I mean, we've had a really good live stream today. It's been fun chatting with you guys. I could just keep working in this one and just film for tomorrow's video. We can still sit and hang out anyway. It's a face makeup filter. Does it give me makeup? It looks sexier. Oh, it does too. You see that? It smooths my face out. Don't trust people's live streams. Watch my face. I hit a touch button and it touches this up. Goes smooth. Look at. Look at. I got perfect complexion. Look how beautiful I am. Take the retouch off? That's insane. YouTube, you're making people, look at that. Oh, looks like it freshly shaved. Now I didn't. It goes stubbly. Come on now. Did it take my wrinkles out too? I can't. No, my wrinkles are still there. Hey, does it take my wrinkles out? This is some bullshit. YouTube, you can't do this. You can't do this. You're making it fake. That's sad. That's for all those makeup influencers out there that need to look a little more sexier. And just have a filter on your thing now. That's hilarious. It makes my face as smooth as a baby's bum. There we go. Hi guys, I'm 20 years younger now. Boy, does that ever make a difference. That is sad. That's on. That's off. That's normal. That looks proper. Quit playing with myself. That's the best comment ever. That's funny. Yeah, why would you want to do that? Try it on cruise. Do the filter on cruise, he just looks like a baby pig. Jared says, you make my day, bro. Thanks for being here, man. I appreciate it. Does it make my yellow teeth white? No, just my skin softer. There should be another drop down on you that says, make your teeth white. Chroma, you planning your van build to include a quad. One thing good about that is we got towing capacity here that we can add those luxuries a little later. Phoenix Adventure, is so great to see you, Chrome. Nice to see you on the stream here too. Will it make your junk bigger? Let's find out. Let's not. Will it make your junk bigger? Only fans only. Only fans only. Hey, Dave Evans, thank you. Love the color of the van. Yeah, me too. Rocco says you don't need a quad. I kind of do. I like that. So someone just said Tesla plug-in, Tesla charging plug-in. Amanda just said, I'm at Costco. You have no food there. I don't really mind grabbing you some stuff and I'm bringing it to you. A big salad or wings. I'm good, Amanda. No need to make that big drive up here for that. Aw. Unless you're bringing me one of those big cookies, but you have to keep it warm because if it gets cold, it's no longer a big, hot, warm cookie. Oh. That sounded bad. Unless you're bringing me one of those big cookies, but you have to keep it warm because if it gets cold, it's no longer a big, hot, warm cookie. That didn't sound right. Well, I'm losing my lights here. We're gonna have to add another one to the front. We're lighting everything up here with these. Put on my baby face. I don't know what to say to Amanda. Amanda said she's gonna bring me cookies. I'm not gonna complain if you bring me stuff. I like that YouTube shows me little celebrations on here. This is really bright on my face right now. Does that look okay? On my nose. Look at that. What happened to my nose? If I do a retouch, it'll fix it. No, it didn't. My nose just screwed up. Retouch doesn't fix big problems. Amanda, if you're watching the live stream, you don't have to bring me stuff. You're like 40 minutes away. That's an hour and a half round trip for Amanda to bring me stuff from Costco. Amanda, you don't have to bring me stuff. It's all good. Please don't pick your nose on camera. What's her name? Debbie. I'm going to lift my camera up, guys. I can find I'm crouching over. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's better. I found I was crouching down for the camera. I was starting to feel it in my neck. Hey, Chrome, why are you playing with the makeup button? It's not on right now. This is how sexy I really look. Now it's on. Hey? It looks so bad. Lauren P says, I did this wrong. No shower scenes, please. Oh, yeah. So Lauren P just realized I'm the guy that when you says don't do something, I'm going to do it. I've done that for years on my channel. People whine and they complain in the comments. I don't like it when you do this. I don't like it when you do that. I end up doing those things more when people complain about it. Like I've been hearing lately, I don't like it that you say let's go 3 times in a video. I'm like, let's go. There's the door. Let's go. And, but yeah, the whole time I'm talking, my phone is dictating this entire conversation to Amanda. Look at, see? That's hilarious. Okay. How do I delete all this stuff? I should just send it. Amanda will be like, what the heck? In the whole conversation. It literally dictated the whole thing. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, I've always done that. People used to hate when I used to lie down on the ground at the beginning like this and start this video with my van way up here behind me and I'm down here at the bottom of the shot. Oh gosh, people are like, oh, I hate it when you do that. It's so stupid. So I did it every single video for like ever just to piss them off. That's how I roll. I'm a 15-year-old, 50-year-old. Chrome is a dictator. Julie just says we use reverse psychology now. How thick will my walls be? So as of right now, we've got that layer, which is probably 1/2 inch with the sound deadener on it, which is less than that. And then you have the thinsulate, which is probably that thick. So once that goes on, I will see if there's any, because you don't want to compress the thinsulate. You want to keep it as fluffed as you can. Once you compress it, you're just going to take away from it because you need to have that airspace in between in order for the insulation to work. So you let it stay fluffed out, but if there's room in that cavity that I can do double layers of thinsulate, I am definitely going to do it. Bonehead says, I hate it when you show Cruz loving life. We should go upstairs and see Cruz. We can do that. All right, don't fall out of the van on a live stream, Curl. It's a big step. All right, go see Cruzy. Hey, buddy. People are wondering where you are, bro. Should probably come outside and go pee anyway. Hey. You should probably come outside and go for a pee. You don't come outside? No, you're just liking your life in your chair. Hey? Sorry to wake you up, buddy. Come on, let's go outside. Come on. Come on, let's go outside. Come on. Come on. Cruzy, come on. No? Come on, we gotta go pee. Let's go. Come on. Let's go outside, buddy. Come on. Come on. Up, up, up. Up, up. There we go. Let's go pee. Come on. Come on, bro. Up, up. Let's go. He does not ever want to leave the shop. He would stay up here forever. Come on. I'm coming, Dad. Come on, buddy. People wanted to see you, bro. Hey. Look how miserable he is. Are you happy you're awake? All right. Come on, Grizzy. There you go, buddy. Come on, let's go outside. Hey, pal. People missed you. We did a whole big live stream and nobody's seen your face yet. Look at the dirt in my shop. I can't wait for this driveway to get finished. This dirt is ridiculous. Now look at, so they've got this all dug out now. So it'll be concrete up to 20 feet. All the way to here will be a full concrete slab, 20 feet right out. Then 6 feet all the way across here. And Cruzy pees right in front of the neighbor's door. They have a business right there. That's Cruzy's favorite pee spot. I knew he had to pee. Look how giant that piss is. He's a squatter. Don't tell him that real boy dogs lift their leg. Ah, just like a man, bro. Hey, just like a man. Come on, Cruz. Yeah, buddy. You want to sit here and hang out with me? Want to hang out? I took his nuts. That's right. I took his nuts, and he started to squat after that. Hey, Cruzy. What's going on, buddy? What's going on? What's going on? If you stay back far enough, they can see you, bro. Not around the boxes. That's somebody's lift kit. Me? That belongs to somebody else. It belongs to somebody. Hi, buddy. Oh, you miss me? You miss me today? If you would have missed me, you would have come down to see me. Cruzy didn't miss me, not even one bit. Pal, I'm gonna go finish this live stream, buddy, Kay. And then I'll give you some of that FOOD stuff. Okay? You wanna come in the Sprinter? You wanna come in the Sprinter, buddy? You can come up here if you want, buddy. It's messy. No? Yeah? No? Want some treats? All right. Let me get my glasses so I can see what we're doing. All right, buddy, here it comes. All right, we're gonna go down here, grab Cruzy some treats. Move out of the way. Prop you guys up here. What do you want, buddy? Oh, crazy. All right. Here comes Cruzy. See, look how fast he can move. Hey, buddy, people be impressed. There you go, pal. There you go, buddy. All right. So we got a lot of work done around here. We added more racks there, more racks to that side. That will be a part of tomorrow's video. All right. That's a good shot. Hopefully my camera's not gonna die. I should plug it in. There we go. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. I love when he would eat duck feet and herring. So I do have some herring in my fridge, but I haven't been able to find duck feet in a while. He loves his duck feet. Like, absolutely loves the duck feet. Anyway, you guys, it's been a good live stream here today. I appreciate all you guys coming through and sharing all the love and stuff like that. And sorry to everybody's comments that I missed. That's normal around here. And tomorrow it'll just be some organizing around the shop in the video and doing the rest of this, which is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to shut the camera off. Shut this live stream off, turn it back on, and we are going to finish putting on this duck liner all around the van. And I'm stoked to have it all be done. Huh? What a difference from... So good. But anyway, guys, I appreciate the love. If you guys want to see some little updates on what we do, YouTube memberships is the place to be. It's just a little button down below. Thank you to everybody for being awesome. And I'll see you guys all on the next video. Peace out, y'all. Man, that was a lot of talking. Rocco, no, please don't leave us, Mr. Valdez. How dare you? Let me speak to your manager. Cruzy's my manager. He's easy to shut up. Roman Hobo, I sent you something. I think it should arrive tomorrow. Let me check. Roman Hobo, let me check. Yeah, I think it's tomorrow. Give me a sec. I'll check. I was going to send you through the tracking, but we're doing some experiments on my Van Toy store. And I reached out onto my YouTube members. And we did some testing by shipping out some free stuff to some of my members over there so they can kind of be a part of my experiment. I just want to test a few of my distributors to see how fast the drop shipping is. And Roman Hobo, you were the first one to get kicked out. Sent out. Not kicked out. Let me find you. And I'll let you know. All right. Invoices and tracking. Tyler. Your package is due to arrive Monday the 27th by the end of the day. It says expected between 11 a.m. and 3 p.m. on Monday. It's pretty cool. If you don't like it, just sell it. It's all good. It was all part of an experiment. I just figured it maybe might be something you might need or use. But anyway, guys, thanks for being a part of everything here. Now we're going to go. Okay, toodles. Bye-bye. Adios. Till the next one.